the
go?
door can be open. Yeah, it's good.
We're on.
We're on.
I accidentally
Welcome one, welcome all, back to the Order of the Dice. I'm here today with the warlockiest warlock of them all, Jacob Jack Clement. The roguiest mouse that has ever walked the world of murder, Algernon. And the bloodiest... I did not think that through. The bloodiest blood hunter of them all, Delphine. Last we met our adventurers, they returned to their hometown of Jotunfrost. After settling in a bit, they heard bells going off as they saw guards running to a specific place in the city, namely the West Guard Tower, where they saw a lot of zombies waking up from one of the graveyards. Nearly 400 zombies were trying to push the fences and gates down. The city guard, well, they turned out to be a bit cowardly, because most of them ran away, except for a guard captain that commanded the group to take charge of each of their catapults to try and, well, take care of the zombie problem. They managed to do so after burning up a catapult or two. Yeah. What? And as we return, why are you playing? I'm sorry, you did like that too.
No, I was just
the group has left the graveyard and went home. They search a bit, but nothing else seems to be happening in the town. The guard captain said that everything is calm now. They have posted guards at the other graveyards, and bells will go off if any problem will occur. The next day comes. The morning is pretty calm, but around midday, there's a knock on the door into your small little house.
Who's there? I don't know why.
I'm just from the corporation. Just have a message.
Like, what do you?
You see a small boy standing there, just giving you a letter and like backing up and running away.
No, wait.
Thought you were supposed to like kids.
I don't know what to expect with all of this zombie business. I told him I'm sorry. Shouldn't have snapped at him. Poor thing. Get him some candy. What's the message?
The message is from Granny. It's just that you're supposed to come to the office.
Right, and get our payment for the last one too. Oh. It's quite late in the day. Are you guys ready? We can just go now.
I'm ready. Sure.
Because I'm really hungry. We should start getting food in this place. Other than
You do have a small kitchen here.
Yes, but I never stock it, other than with crackers. So, street food it is. Crab juice?
Sure.
Local items from crab juice.
Yes.
All right. As you're moving towards the big block, thank you. The big block that is the Carriage Corporation. You stop to buy some clavcalash and some crab juice. Tastes a bit iffy as always. It's not the most pleasant smell, but it fills your bellies. Did you stuff all the cotton candy in your bag?
No.
You put it in, some of it in the bag.
Some of it.
Yeah.
No.
So it's like lying in the house still?
Yeah.
As you come to this big block, and with this small door in front of it, it says the Carriage Corporation, you come into the entrance, this dull and gray area. You see another of the team standing there, as well as that they have mounted a big dragon's head, a black dragon's head in the lobby. First question is how they got that head in here, because the door is way too small for that. But as you come in, one of the other teams starts looking at you and snickering amongst themselves.
I agree to snicker. Where were you yesterday? Cowarding somewhere, perhaps?
One that's holding a violin just leans back. Well, we have other business to attend to.
Oh, let me play you the world's smallest violin then.
Well, at least I'm not above 30. And he turns around to his friends.
I swear, they need to find a better argument than that. Let's go. Should we go to the before I...
How small is the violin?
It's so small. It's an imaginary violin because, you know, it's unimportant, like him.
I thought it was something cool.
No. It's an imaginary violin. I'm sorry.
As you find your way through the labyrinth that is the building, this grey and dull area, you open the door to Granny's office, and this explosion of colors meet you. And behind the desk sits this elderly old tabaxi woman with a nice scarf that you all recognize.
I close my eyes as I go inside.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
I hide.
You hide?
Yeah, I think this is the first time I meet her.
Yeah. Where do you want to hide? There's a lot of big chairs and...
I probably just run out the room.
You just go out again?
Yeah. I like see it as a cat and nope.
No, wait, she doesn't... She would love
You
to
never
see
said
you.
it was a cat.
She would never hurt you. She's the gentlest...
That's what all the cats say.
No. But she couldn't hurt a fly. Even if she tried.
Oh, come in here, little
And why
friend.
do
I
we
won't...
follow her? She can't even hurt a fly.
Because she's just employed. She gives us the documents, and I think they're being nice to her to keep her job.
Well, sounds like a very weak one to not be able to hurt a fly.
She is. You're perfectly safe.
Don't you...
Fine.
Come in, I won't hurt you.
Once again, that's what all the cats say.
Do cats normally speak?
Well, sort of.
Do they speak mouse? Or do you just
No, but,
understand
like-
cat naturally?
No, it's more like they, with gestures and things like that. They like try to trick you. They just lie there like, oh, I don't care.
That's scary. Especially how small you were.
Would you like some lemonade? And she puts 3 glasses up and starts pouring it.
Does it look safe to drink?
It looks lemony.
Thank you.
Sure.
As you drink, the taste of lemon is very clear, but suddenly you feel a smell of vinegar. Tasty, isn't it? Had a
Very
brilliant idea
sour.
to add some vinegar.
Really ups the sourness.
Yes.
When you think you couldn't have it more sour, you went and found a way. So, the next mission.
Yes. The Veritas family that lives a couple of hours out of town, they are going to have a party, a reveal of sorts, very valuable items, and they have requested the corporation's aid for protection.
Are we the only team on it?
Yes.
How many guests?
Oh, I think she starts rummaging through her papers, and you see pictures of small drawn cats and other fluffy objects flying around. Oh, they will be having 8 guests, so there will be 10 people.
It's a small party.
Well,
I guess it's for privilege only. Yeah, it's not a problem.
good. To the payment for last time, we were supposed to retrieve 250 gold from the town master of Drow.
Yes.
I have it.
You have it? Yes. She takes it up, sets 50 gold aside, and puts the bag back on the table.
Seems fair. Considering the extra effort we've spent and the time spent there as well, right? Granny?
Come
Well,
again.
the town master paid us extra too. Was it 100 gold?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yes,
Yay.
it balances.
Well, you were of course only getting paid for the assignment, but you traveled a far bit. You had to for expenses and everything.
Can we have the address for?
Oh
the
yes, yes.
assignment?
And she writes down on a piece of paper and hands it to you. It's about 3 hours travel outside of town to the southwest.
Granny, did you hear anyone talk about the unfortunate event yesterday with the graveyard?
What happened at the graveyard?
I don't know, the dead coming back to life, the five.
No.
Did you take a nap through it?
Probably. I have no windows in here, you see. It's hard keeping track of what time of day it is.
You chose to cover them with paintings of cats. Okay.
Well,
Oh, okay then.
What was the name of this family we're supposed to protect?
Veritas.
The Veritas.
Very old family.
I like look at Mildred and see, she's nice.
Maybe you would
Whisper,
like
she's
some
nice.
cake. And she puts something forward that looks like brownies cut up in squares.
Oh,
There's this nice glaze on top of it.
I'm fine, I think.
Oh, it's just chocolate
Mm,
and cheese.
that's where she gets you.
I think I've tried that combo. Wasn't too good.
Oh well. You just go to Nemus. You know Nemus as the more or less stable boy. He delegates horses, so you get a piece of paper, almost like a requisition. So just go to him and he'll give you the horses. But you are, it says also in the papers from them that you're not to arrive until
Can I help you?
until 9.
Knowing what?
Yeah.
Today?
9 tonight.
Okay. What time is it now? Like 3 or?
Yeah.
Well, we have, I need to pack the things anyway, so we can kill some time.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I'll pack some. And she takes the chocolate cakes and put them in a small box.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll have a lovely time with them. And then, like, I tried to, I forget the lemonade was horrible.
Oh, you like the lemonade? I'll make it more times.
Excellent. So what do you guys want to do for 3 hours?
I don't know.
I'd like to see if we could talk with the five about what happened. They seemed really prepared with those machines.
Well, I'd like to kick the asses of those guys out there in the lobby, but I've got a feeling I'd get fired.
We can just sit in the lobby and quietly over here. I'm sure they're bragging about something stupid or other, you know. Good to keep tabs on them.
Sure.
So you leave Granny and go out into the lobby.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teams there. Most are have their focus on a paladin with a red knight on his shield, human, and a man in robes behind him.
He's wearing his shield. No, inside.
Yeah, he's standing with his
What a
warhammer
douche.
as well, and they're standing straight under the dragon's head, and they're like, "So, none of you have killed
You
a
see
dragon?"
Gaston?
I'm Gusto. Now he is.
No.
Well, I understand that you can't. You.
No, probably
No.
not.
Well, you look more competent than the rest of them. Ever thought about changing teams?
To what team?
Well, we're number 3, of course. I mean,
That's quite a bit away from one, isn't it?
Well,
Not always.
and you can see that his face goes all red. Well, at least we're closer than you.
Not for long.
It's the only line they know.
The two of you can see the man in the purple robe starting to move his hand a bit, and you can see on Jacob's head appears a small crown in gold.
Yeah. I think someone's having fun. Or trying to. Is there food there? Like,
Yeah, there's a small table with some sort of biscuits.
like a corporate refreshments area?
Yeah, but it's
I,
the cheapskate of corporate refreshments.
I cast prestidigitation and make it smell like the wizard just farted.
You can see the dwarf standing next to the wizard, this beard-chested dwarf. Hey, what the hell, man?
Oh, he was having too much fun. Maybe he let loose.
Filthy wizard.
I know. They're really foul.
Some people
So-
are starting to laugh around.
How did you kill the dragon?
Oh, you know. And he raises up a big axe. I jumped onto him. And I cut his neck off.
Wow.
Head.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, I am pretty impressive.
Yeah, I must say. I couldn't do that.
No. But not all are meant for greatness like me.
I'm assuming that the neck of this head looks to be much, much bigger than his axe.
Well, yeah, this is an ancient dragon, so it's like humongous in comparison with his axe.
I guess the dragon just stood there waiting, impressed to be in the presence of someone such as yourself, going, "Oh, how honorable to die like this."
Well, it would not be strange for it to do so, but of course I had help from my team. And they start going up, and he just pushes them back. So, what have you been up to? You've done any great deeds? Saved any people? No, I guess not.
Well, we did save this, sort of saved his village. There was, I don't quite understand it. So we were told to go there to see what happened to people who disappeared, right? And we did, and we found that some guy was taking them into mines. And, that's not... We solved that. We sort of killed them. But anyway... but then there was a witch, and we sort of robbed her place, and then we left. I kept thinking we should have stayed and actually killed the witch. I don't know why we didn't. But also, I mean, we were only told to go there to see why people were
Can I go behind him
disappearing.
and lift him with a hand?
Do you,
Yeah, instincts.
yeah,
I tried to
so
avoid it.
athletics, acrobatics?
22.
22?
Why can't mine be acrobatics? Because it's 22 as well. At 16.
16, yeah. You get your arms around him, but when you try to lift, he just goes, a limp small child, so he just goes through your arms.
What are you doing?
Let's
Anyway,
go. We
uh,
win.
So
then
you
we
mean...
went to a circus, and there was this flying head thingy that killed a bunch of people, and then raised them up as zombies. So we killed them too.
But we are out
and
of
then we
time,
took the
so we're
boat
just...
home here, and there was some more. Last night there were some more zombies,
400 zombies.
sure.
Yeah, we fought side by side with the 5. It wasn't even on the job, just in our spare time.
Yeah, you guys were nowhere to go.
So, wait. What I'm hearing is that you killed a guy,
Yeah.
failed to kill a witch, and robbed her,
Don't focus on the killing a guy. That was mainly on accident.
and then you travel home again? Is this all that you've done?
No, we
No.
have killed a guy because he was an evil guy. Look at you being proud, putting a...
We robbed the witch.
You warned the witch.
No, Rob did.
We didn't rob her. We took everything she could use against us, and then
I mean,
gave
it
it
sounds
to
like
the
Robin
town
to
master.
me.
Yes, but we shared everything with the town master and informed.
Still sounds like Robin.
Oh, in a very basic sense, but she was gone, so she.
I mean, she was bad. It was like a good robbery. She had a house and a tree.
I think we should go.
I think you should go far, far, far away.
We're only going a few hours away.
Maybe just continue riding.
What's your next job anyway?
Oh, we haven't gotten our next assignment yet.
But
But I guess it's some Remoras or Giants.
Now we're public speaking.
Perhaps down to the Underdark to slaughter some of those filthy Drow.
Well, that sounds mighty cool.
If you don't trip and fall there.
I would
Come again?
want to go
Vision
down.
being all, you know, limited and such. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself.
Oh no, I never fall.
Oh, have you ever had spun sugar?
No.
Like, I look at you,
You
with
can
this
you
despair.
see the dwarf back behind him. Aye! It's
Yeah.
great!
It is, right? So they had that at the circus, and I sort of learned to make some. Do you want some?
Aye, of course.
And I open up the bag and just sort of grab a handful of
The
it.
dwarf just tries to get it, but he tries to take his hand away, but he managed to grab a handful. Aye, thank you.
You can have some as well, Mr.
No,
Dragon Slayer.
no, thank you. I don't want anything out of
He's
your
keeping
filthy
his
bag.
fidget.
Hey, Mr. Dwarf.
I try to keep it.
Want me to make it better?
Oh.
Precipitation. It tastes a little bit like beer.
He eats it and he goes out. You can see his eyes streaming away. And he turns to the wizard in his company. Hey, why can't you do this?
Oh, I
Filthy
guess
wizard.
there's some things we don't.
Yeah. I mean, good luck on your next job.
Well, we don't need it, but you take that luck for yourself.
Sure.
Um,
More for us. That's
If we see you again, I think you'll... Oh, yes.
well, stay safe, or whatever. Don't. What did you call them? Drow? Don't get eaten by them, or whatever you do.
No, no,
we
no.
do like to eat horrible people, it's true.
Wait, they're gonna kill you?
No, they're just being foolish and saying they're gonna attack some poor drow slaves from the Underdark.
Well, they're all slave keepers in any way, so...
I like to speak of things you do not know. Let's just go.
Alright. Well, good luck. Bye.
Turns around and almost, as you see when you turn around, it's almost like he's starting to flex as you're moving.
Mr. Dwarf, do let me know if you want more sugar.
Oh, I'll find you if I need more. It's real tasty.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Does he flex?
The dwarf?
No, the...
Yeah, he's like...
As he walk out, as he like flexes.
Ah!
Make the sound and the...
Hmm.
Yeah, and you walk out.
They were pretty nice.
Yeah, the dwarf is alright.
Yeah.
The other one was kind of weird, but he's a pretty cool guy anyway.
I don't think there's anything cool about it. Plus, I think he's
He
treating
killed the dragon though. I mean, that's
We don't
pretty
know that.
badass.
I think it's rather the wizard and the dwarf who did the work, and he's taking all the credit. We don't do
Maybe.
that.
Well, then wouldn't the dwarf and the wizard say so?
No, some people are shyer, so they might be afraid to speak up.
Either way, kill the dragon. Pretty cool. We ain't killed no dragon. Also, they're number 3. That's close enough for me to count it.
Getting clever. As you're walking out, a woman, long blonde hair, a long leather robe, leather jacket, and white simple coat under it. A big medallion with a, well, it seems like a crystal, but its inner seems to be moving or coming up to you, and she looks very, very stressed. Delphine, Algernon, Jacob, thank the gods I found you.
What happened?
Who the hell are
Wait, yeah,
you?
who is she? Do we know her?
No, you've never seen this woman before.
But she knows us by name.
Yes. Where's Thaddeus?
Dead.
No. He's fine. He's still at home. What?
Dead drunk, I mean.
Accurate.
Like knocked out.
What happened? And who are you?
You don't.
Nope.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth. One moment. And she moves behind one of the smaller, more or less, outhouses that's on the side of the street. And you can for an instant see a small purple flash.
Is she
I follow, like I
Hello?
take the crossbow and
blonde?
As you go and look around, there is no one there.
That was random.
poofed out of here. So we don't know anyone with this face or this. What direction was she coming from?
She seemed to be coming the direction from your house.
Maybe she stopped by the house first.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, this is
Well, why
very
did she
weird.
just disappear then? I'm sure she didn't like turn into a hedgehog like Thaddeus.
I would say this is ridiculous, but hold on. I go to check around the house.
You don't see any hedgehog.
Negative.
Alright.
No hedgehog. Well, frankly, my first thought was evil entity coming to, play with us again. So maybe we should go home and see if she did anything there.
Yeah. Okay.
If Thaddeus was blackout drunk again, he wouldn't have noticed her.
No.
Well, let's go home and check out.
As you're walking down the streets, you can hear the typical "Clockalash, come guy mate, Clockalash, cockles, clams and cockles." But you're making your way home.
I want to go to the Club Kalash guy. Does he have like a cart?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Where did you buy your cart?
Oh, I made it myself.
Oh, alright. No mind.
But you could get, as you're working, you could get a carpenter to make it probably.
Alright, thank you.
Why do you want a cart?
I was just wondering.
Are you planning to run in the night with all the things from the apartment just in case?
No.
Do you want a mobile spun sugar mobile?
No?
No.
As opposed to a non-mobile spun sugar mobile.
Yes.
As you're coming back to your house, Thaddeus seems to have awakened from his slumber in his big armchair and is now out in the garden just moving some plants around.
Did you see a woman, like blonde hair, weird long jacket, crystal thing around her neck? She came calling us by name. We've never seen her before.
Only in my dreams.
Oh, she was in your dreams? Maybe she's like a dream walker?
Is this a joke? Or did you actually dream of her? I don't think you
Yes.
I don't think you dreamt of her, so you don't know who I'm talking about. She just ran from...
I have not seen anybody here.
You're close.
Is this? Why?
You could have had a cooler pose.
Was before I come.
No, it's just one person. Maybe it's just our stream.
It is ours.
Yeah, it's just ours.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. I'd like to pour a little bit of holy water from the tiny bottle in the area around the house, like the gravel pathway and the doorway to see if...
Anything happens?
Yes.
You splatter some holy water, but nothing affects it. It doesn't affect anything.
Nothing.
Oh well.
What have you been doing?
We got a next assignment and Algernon spoke with team number 3.
They were really
How dare you!
They killed a dragon.
Fuck him!
Well,
No, I don't think they fucked the dragon. They just killed it.
probably did though. They're so
I
excited about
don't
it.
know how they would fit.
Oh, anyways. So no woman. You have seen no woman.
I've seen many women,
Okay.
but no blonde ones.
Okay. It's just so
Never.
strange. She chased after us. She seemed very stressed,
Only in my dreams.
and then she
And how do
just
you know it
disappeared.
looks like?
It's a joke, I think. Anyway, so we have to leave in like an hour or two to get to the next assignment. We're gonna be guarding some fancy party.
And we got our paychecks.
Ooh,
There's 75 gold.
75.
75?
Meh.
It's gonna cover food and maybe a nice trophy.
I do the money single.
Right. So, how long until we have to leave?
Around to lunch's time.
Alright. Well, I'll be back.
Wait, Algernon, I have picked something for you.
Alright.
And from the garden, I pick up some freshly picked strawberries.
Wow.
Oh, Algernon, this is a bit healthier than the raw spun sugar. Try it. They're sweet.
I've had strawberry before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, they were on the cake.
I see. This is freshly picked.
It tastes pretty much the same. That's still good.
Better than spun sugar,
No.
but much healthier. It has vitamins,
Alright.
minerals.
I mean, I don't just eat spun sugar.
I want to believe you, but I don't.
I've already had this talk with Delphine. She told me I had to eat not just sugar. So, I'm not just eating sugar.
Very good. Remember, these are always an
I'm also eating
alternative.
cheese
Fair enough.
and other stuff.
As you're standing
Anyway.
having this discussion, you can feel the ground beneath your feet slowly starting to rumble a bit as it rather quickly increases in volume, and you can feel everything around you starting to sway. Pieces of a roof on the other side of the road are starting to drop off as the tiles go down. Cracks go up the walls of the buildings. Your house is a rather small house. It doesn't seem to have any deficiencies in its structural integrity.
Step away from the house. Don't stay too close.
Run away.
I go up to the
No.
house and hold it in place.
You do that.
Chase after you. Run away. Where?
Away from the shaking.
It's but there's a shaking everywhere. No.
You just run.
I mean, a bit at least.
Alright.
Stay away from buildings.
Yeah, people all over have started running away in random directions. So you just join them.
I mean, no. I just run, like, away from the house.
Yeah, I'm also in the street.
Mhm.
Is it still shaking?
Yeah, it's still shaking. It's increasing in volume by the second.
Okay, this doesn't
Or
feel like a
intensity by the
natural.
second.
This is too long for an earthquake.
Is it though?
Yes. Star Trek.
Right. You never know though.
Suddenly, it just, from being really intense, it just stops.
I have to sit down. And the road on the street.
What just happened?
It appears like an earthquake, but I don't think it is. It's taken too long, and it seems very controlled, or the way it progressed.
That was
Seemed pretty chaotic to me.
But like just quite gradual, and then it abruptly ended. Usually earthquakes have like a slowdown before they cease completely.
Didn't realize you knew so much about earthquakes.
So I think we should go to the city center and see if anything big has fallen. Maybe there's people trapped under the rubble.
Sure.
There could be schools or is it wait, what day is it? Because if it's Saturday,
No, it's around Thursday.
okay, so there might be
Around Thursday.
Around
Could be
Thursday.
Wednesday, could be Friday.
So we should help.
Could be Thursday. So you're starting to move out to see if anyone needs help.
Yep.
Where did Algernon run? Did you?
No, I was nearby.
Okay. As you're moving out to the city center, a small couple of houses seems to have lost pieces of their roof, a lot of cracks going up in them. As you come to the big square, there was once a statue of the old royal family, but that has now cracked and is lying in pieces around its pedestal. But you can also see at least 75 guards sitting, kneeling on the square without any shirt on, all sitting, looking down in the ground, and behind them is standing 4 people with one each holding a big whip. And you can see one of the more adorned men. You recognize him as the guard captain that commanded you to take the catapults. For abandoning your posts, 10 lashes each.
Nodding, they approve.
And they just... and you can hear screams coming as they go down the road, lashing.
It's just a display of cruelty.
I start singing.
Yeah, whip those pigs.
Is there any bystander who doesn't look like an idiot, like someone who knows what's been happening a bit?
What do you mean?
Like a person in the crowd, because I guess there's a crowd now with
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
people.
someone who looks not.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of people not looking like they're enjoying it. Some is trying to pull their husbands with them, and others their wives with them, and a woman is taking her children by their arms and dragging them away from them.
I want to ask them about the earthquake. So what caused it?
And one of the men tries to get his wife off his arm. Oh well, I don't know what caused it. What causes an earthquake?
Tectonic plates moving.
The gods?
Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening here.
No, I don't think
Dance
so.
party
They
in the
started
Underdark?
with this before the earthquake.
Raising
Maybe it's that new god?
Raising the floor for us.
No, he's definitely making an entrance then. Are there any fallen houses?
Well, I think most houses manage to stay up.
No one in
They
distress other than the guards.
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. Come now, we have to. She tries to pull your husband.
Why are they whipping those guys?
Remember yesterday when we were running towards the graveyard? When we reluctantly ran towards the graveyard,
Mm-hmm.
and then how everyone else was running the other way?
Like they should.
Well, these people are paid to protect and defend the city, and they left their posts in order to save themselves, which means that they didn't do what they're paid for, and they have failed
But
their
then-
master.
Wouldn't you just not pay them?
I think it's a matter of honor and principle as well.
Right.
So it is more than about money. It's about the fact that they can't be trusted to do their job when the city needed them most. Is that better?
Not really.
I go up to the guard captain as I see the whips being done.
Mm-hmm.
Such dishonor to abandon.
Yes. One does not leave their post. It could have had catastrophic consequences.
Lucky for everybody that we were there as well to take up the reins from these deserters.
Of course, it was very good of you to do this. Honor on you.
Honor on you too. But shouldn't. I guess these soldiers are getting paid, yes?
Not for these days.
So, I mean, punishment for some for doing wrong, and award for some for
That
doing
is
right.
something you will have to speak to the five about. I can't just give away money.
Very well.
As Thaddeus walks up, Jack, you can feel your bag starting to vibrate.
Why does she want this?
As you open up the book, there's a map of Jotunfrost. In one of the southwest corners, there's a small red dot.
Wow, you have GPS?
I write next to the map, just question mark.
Hurry. The words hurry come up real fast.
I think we gotta go somewhere.
Right to the farm.
No, we got time. We got time.
Is it far? Do you know where it is?
I would take about 15-20 minutes to
Yeah.
hurry there.
It's alright. Come, let's go.
What does it have to do with? I'm gonna go, of course.
I don't know. I'll explain later.
Well, if we have time, we might as well go.
So we start jogging.
As you're leaving
Holy shit.
as you're jogging towards this, you can see that more guards are being led up to the square, as those you saw being whipped was probably just the first batch. You jog across the city and you come to this small part. It's the more poor neighborhood. What do you call it? A shanty. Like a lot of small houses built next to a small river. Yeah, a slum. And you can see that it seems relatively abandoned, except for one house that's more or less slid into the water.
So the house is.
Yeah, it's halfway covered in, like the front door is covered in.
Does it look like it just slid due to the earthquake, or?
Yeah. You can see mud, a trail of mud.
Oh, I run and scream, anyone inside?
You can't hear anything.
That's when we catch up.
And the book starts shaking violently again.
Yeah, I'm like still holding it.
Yeah, as you're looking, you can see that it more or less just zooms in on your point location. And you can see the river and the small house, and the dot is pulsating on that place.
I think your book is saying there's someone in there.
So
Yeah.
burn it down!
What?
What?
No?
No, I tried to kick in the door.
Yeah, you get in the water and you manage to get the door open. And it's water up to your waist.
Hello? Anyone here?
Make a perception check.
I really don't understand what we're doing.
Me neither.
Why is she going in the
19.
water?
As you're looking around, you can see that a lot of the furniture has moved around,
Something
and you
is
can see a
pulling on her.
bookshelf that's
What's
fallen
with the
over.
book? Or why is
And
it shaking?
as
like
you're
that?
looking, you think you can see a
Yeah.
hand under
Yeah,
the
some
bookshelf in the wall.
magics.
I'm gonna die.
You're
Very
diving?
strange.
I'm going with you.
As you dive down, you can see a man almost blue
Vibration
in his
mode.
face as he's holding his breath.
Seems to
Just
have live
trying to
update as
push
well.
this bookshelf up, but he can't.
Are you
Really
inside?
good self-coverage.
Before I dive, I'm just diving.
I tried to
Yes.
push the bookshelf
And
up.
in such
Are you
mint
helping each
condition.
other? Yeah, if you help, you can just push it up. And this man goes,
Oh,
thank you. Oh, I thought I was a goner.
No, let's get out of here.
Is there anyone else?
No, just me. Oh.
Alright.
You have got to explain that book. How did you know?
Oh,
I
praise Oratrix you came. Oh,
Very soon?
Oratrix, the Redeemer.
Hmm.
May he bless you.
I think already has.
And he looks really okay. And he starts trying to get some books and stuff to carry out.
Do you think maybe I should get a shaking book?
Talk to Jack. He probably knows a guy. Why would you like a shaking book?
I don't know, it just seems like a cool thing.
Can you read? Start there.
I can look at pictures.
There's a couple of pictures in it.
To get a shaking picture book.
Yes! I want one too.
And see if they have two of them.
I'd like to take the old man out though, because it seems like if we leave and he's still inside rescuing books, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
So just like,
Yeah, he gets his sense together and follows you out.
these are just possessions. Your life is far more important.
Yes, of course, of course.
Do you
Thank
have
you.
anyone to go to?
Oh yes, I have some friends down the road. Yes, thank you all so much.
What time is it?
It would be about time to nearing 6 o'clock, so we would have to stress a bit to get there on time. But as you're starting to make your way, the book starts shaking once again, and as you open it up, you can see that someone is drawing in the book a small vial. As the ring from Intrell, the vial just grows out of the book. You can see it contains a blue liquid. And you can see the text, sleep well and a winky face.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, that's just unfair. His book is giving him stuff.
Yes, I want a book of those too.
How did you come about this book?
Can you have? Can I have one?
Can I have one too?
Just how often does it?
multi-classing now.
How often does it give away stuff?
I don't know. Whenever it wants, I guess.
Then you
we can
trust
talk about
this
it
book?
on the way. Yeah.
It's like the book alive.
No, but look, we gotta hurry to the stables. All right. Tell me all about it when you want.
Fine. Just
Yeah,
hurry everywhere.
There's 3 hours of being on horse, so you can ask him everything about it.
Alright.
Can someone prestidigitate, like, the mud off? Because we need...
No! I need to hurry!
But long story short, I think an angel is hitting on me, and I'm not really sure how to feel about that.
Ooh,
Angel.
angel. That's
Yeah,
right.
well,
Can you ask the angel to like take care of that flying skull guy?
well, that's sort of my job, I guess.
Or can you maybe tell? Because if this thing can find like people sinking in houses, can't you just find like, can you find a floating skull guy so we can get rid of that thing?
I don't know. Good question.
You could ask the book.
Can I ask the book something?
No, it's mine.
You walk through the city back to more or less where the Carriage Corporation block is. There's a smaller building next to it where you know where Nemus is, the stable man.
Show the requisition papers.
And he looks at you. You really need 4?
No.
I catch up a bit late.
Could we maybe get
Yes.
like a, could we get like a carriage?
Well, it doesn't. Well, yeah. And he goes back. What? Can any one of you drive a carriage?
Yes!
Without a problem.
And he goes back. Well, takes up a piece of paper. Someone has to sign here.
Did you even read? That's very bad of you not to read before you sign a
It's a-
document.
Drow
Release
centipede
carriage to
coming in.
team 30.
Did it though?
Yes.
What did the document say?
You don't know.
Exactly.
Release carriage to team 31. And then, we need to return it within 5 working days.
As you're standing waiting, this old horse comes out, being led by Nemus, and behind it a rickety old carriage. You can see the color has started to come off.
Now this is not presentable!
The only thing we have left.
I insight check that. That is 21.
21. He seems to be telling the truth. Team 3 just took the other cart.
Oh, that's fine. Can we at least have a better
Oh, they
horse,
deserve
we'll never
it.
make him on time.
You don't like old goatee?
Oh, she's lovely for a stroll, but not for it.
To be fair, she's old enough to have old in her name.
Oh well, I'll check. And he starts unhooking her. I don't know.
Why do you want the card so bad now that you have it? You have to tell me.
I mean, I just figured it's sort of fancy. Those 5 people there, whatever they were, the D5, they had cards, right? It sounds like if you're a cool person, you have a cart, and if you're like some lame-o, you have a horse.
So you don't have a master plan to carry enormous amounts of sugar?
No, I just thought we'd look cool.
A few moments pass, and he comes out with a magnificent black horse. Well, this is Windsor. I think he'll get you where you want.
Is there a carpenter nearby?
I think there's one on the main street.
Alright, great, thank you.
Well, now we have a cart, so we are fancy special people.
Can we stop at the carpenters?
No. On our way back. We have to be there in
Why
less
can't
than
we
3
go
hours.
what he wants, but not what I want?
Because we're out of
We're
time.
just like
It's a
running
bit
around
unfair.
all
A
the
bit
time
unfair, I think.
because Jacob's book starts shaking and he won't even tell us how to get one. And then, like, I want to visit one lousy carpenter called Jesus, and we can't even do that.
We don't even know if Hay's open now.
I think he's open. Can we just look? It's on
What
Main
time
Street.
is it?
I think. I found that.
Okay.
It will be really quick, I promise.
All the rest of the team has to agree to it as well.
Yes, carpenter.
See? Sure.
We'll be late.
Yeah. Well, this
So quick! So quick!
this horse is going to be a lot quicker than the old one, so
Just, you
we've
pop
already
in,
saved like.
you ask if they can make a cart, they say
Yeah.
yes, and we go.
Alright, sure.
We go to Jesus.
You go to Hayes' place. You come up to this carpenter, seeing the sign, Hayes Carpentry.
We're in the cart, like, we're hurrying, so
Yeah.
we've left with the cart.
When you come in, you see a man in very sand-colored dresses, big beard, long hair,
Hi there.
bandana.
I was wondering if you could build me something.
Of course.
Alright, it's I conjure up a spun sugar cart. I want you to build one of these.
You mean? But you have one.
Well, yes, but this one only works for an hour. So I was wondering if you could build like a permanent one.
You want, because when you conjure it, it comes out rather small. Do you want that small?
Maybe a little bit bigger, but I'm kind of small as well, so.
It would be rather expensive to build a cart.
I have lots of metal pieces.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave this one here, and you can like measure or whatever.
You can
But
take that.
It only lasts for an hour, so.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Alright. Well, I'll be back sometime. Bye.
And we drive off before he gives an advance payment on this.
All right, you get up in the cart. Just for my information, there can be 2 people up on the where the
Rain.
Rains.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting there.
I'll be there too. Why not?
and the rest of you is inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare the arrows and reports and stuff.
All right.
Shotgun.
Yes.
As you make your way to the Veritas mansion, about after 1.5 hours, you met some carts on the way. Most people riding, but yeah, after about 1.5 hours, you can see a man walking around 500 feet away from you. As you get closer, you can clearly see an arrow sticking out of his neck, and you can see his foot is bent to the side, and he's walking like.
I think it's another zombie.
I think so too. So is he like facing us or?
No, he's walking the same direction as you are traveling.
As we come up next item, I hold in the reins, so we're in the same place.
Hmm?
Hey you! Everything okay?
You can see this thing turns towards you. You can see that one of the eyes is clearly, birds have clearly eaten it up. Part of its face is probably melted away for some reason. He says, "No!
But you're alive.
I don't know."
You look alive. Give me your hand.
No, do not touch him.
I touch him.
Don't touch
And
him.
I drop my 4 health in him. 5 health.
5 health.
5 health.
As you try to do that, you feel that nothing is happening.
My friend, you are not alive.
I just like
As
put
you're talking close to him, you can actually see a piece of the arrow's head coming out of his jugular.
I think he's alive. He's walking and talking, but he looks very weird.
He's not alive, he's undead.
So somewhere in between.
No. I'm not an undead. I was out in the forest.
And something happened.
Something happened. Just woke up.
I think you're dead.
Yeah, I think you died in the forest.
You've got an arrow in your throat.
No.
Look,
Friends.
it's, I'll push on it here in the back.
You push on it.
A little bit.
Yeah, it just popped.
You see?
How?
Where are you going? Do you know where you're
Oh, I'm going to Jotun Frost. I live there.
We're
And he's
just-
obviously going the wrong way. So.
Yeah, you're. It's the other way. Have you
Oh.
seen anyone? Or do you know what's the last thing you saw in the forest?
Oh, I was out picking berries and mushrooms, and I felt a sharp pain in my neck. And
Can you get in? We have somewhere to be.
Why are we talking to this guy?
Why would I get in a carriage with you? You're strangers.
You're.
Well,
If
yes?
If he's a zombie, why don't we just, you know,
Go.
extra kill him?
He's not stupid. The zombies I met has been quite without brains.
Have I seen anything like this before? Is it like
Maybe it's just like a...
a purposeful zombie?
Zombies is a real, like, know-how for the order, but sentient zombies, no.
Can I tell how decomposed he is? Like how much, for how long he's been dead?
Make a medicine check.
Not 20, 22.
22.
Yeah, wasted.
He seems to have been lying out in the woods for maybe a year, half a year to a year.
He's been. So, I'm sorry, sir, but maybe you should join us because you have been shuffled off the mortar coil for over a year now.
I'm not dead.
But you're not alive!
Look, feel here. And as he does, you can see that a big hole in his hat and his pinky is missing. And like,
Jacob, does your book tell you anything about this?
Nope. But I don't think we can take him with us. I mean, what's gonna happen? We're gonna show up.
I felt. No.
We're gonna show up at the Veritas with this guy and guard the place.
You can just wait in the car.
Okay, all good to you.
We can always leave a zombie walking around.
Why not?
He doesn't
Because
seem to be a
zombies bad.
threat. Yes, but this
Did
one
you seem
is-
bad?
I don't know.
You pushed an arrow deeper in his neck and he did nothing.
Still seems very strange
Oh,
to know.
indeed.
But we have more important matters. I tried to get him with. At least we could talk. But no.
Are there any other people on the road?
There are some horses going by and carriages.
They seem alive.
Yeah. They don't have any missing eyes or rotten faces.
It looks like the entity that's following us is leaving a trace of undead. So wherever there's undead, there it is, not too far. I'm just saying.
How far from Jotun Frost are we?
About 1.5 hours when you met the man.
So, fine.
It's
about
out
half.
of range. So,
And the man was heading away from Jotun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you pointed out that he was going in the wrong way, he
Turn
turned
around.
around and started moving forward.
It could be remnants from, you know.
yesterday?
Yes. what else? It seems that he got back without being under control or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was in the well. Who knows?
Well, most likely we'll find him on our way back, wandering on the road. So we can
Yes.
talk with him more then. Well, you do that then.
I've been doing that for a
Yeah,
while.
so we've been. But on a horse.
About 3 hours later, you see a big sign by the road saying the Veritas Mansion and an arrow pointing at it.
I turn right.
You turn right,
I
out
turn.
into the forest. You hit a tree, you all die.
Derail.
So we're about an hour late at this point.
Well, no, the horse is really fast.
About half an hour. 45 minutes, maybe.
It's not your fault that we're
I
late.
know, right? Stupid water guy.
As you go up this small windy road to the mansion, you start seeing a tower made of stone and almost like built into it, and to the side of it there's this 2-story, very beautiful old mansion. It's not been taken care of very well, since some shingles are missing, some planks have come loose from the building itself, and the garden is very much dead. Everything is dead and dried up. And as your carriage comes up to this circle in front of the door, this man in a grey and black uniform, standing about 8 feet tall, but you would imagine from seeing him, if you pushed him too hard, all bones in his body would break as he is so thin. So, you're late.
Yes, we were detained for. We had other affairs we had to take care of, but we are very sorry. We'll jump to our posts right now and show them the.
You will show the madam the papers. Walk this way, and he turns around and slouches inwards.
Has anybody come up to take care of our horses? Where can I put horse and carriage?
Oh, just leave it.
No. Will someone take care of it?
He turns around and comes out again. And as he tries to pet the horse, you can see that the horse tries to get away. Release the horse, put the carriage behind the house, and just tie up the horse. We'll bring some food to you.
This guy looks undead as well.
Well, he's very old and very grey, but he looks to be alive. You can see some rosy cheeks.
You guys go ahead, I take care of horse.
You sure?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Oh, follow me. And he starts walking in. And before we continue from that point, we're going to take a 20-minute break. So, see you in a moment. Alright, welcome back. Should we try with the camera on the table? If the cord will.
Wow, great
The
way to
world
break the
is-
fourth wall.
The world is moving.
It's the 16th wall now.
No, can't quite do that. I'll do it back here, and I think that's the best we're gonna get right now.
Alright. Ignore all other rooms than the ones you actually see. As you enter from this door over here,
Where are we? Over there. Oh, there we go.
No, I'm not finished yet. With horsey.
the tall, wrangly man stops, turns around. So, where is... We'll wait here for you.
Alright.
And
What's,
you're standing in a hallway with red tapestries going around. A painted picture of a woman with a big nose, big lump on the nose, high hair, a lot of powder. You can almost see it being captured in the painting. In a purple dress.
Is there any sound, any music?
Make a perception check.
Does the guy smell dead?
7.
Sweet Lenore.
7. No,
Alright.
you can't hear anything except for the man wheezing.
It's not like a raven shouting nevermore.
Nevermore, nevermore, the crow did crow.
I thought there was supposed to be a party in here.
Oh, the guests will be arriving soon.
So we weren't late then.
Well,
Wow.
things have to be dealt with before. The
Sure,
man
fair
doesn't
enough.
have all the time in the world.
What kind of a party is it anyway?
It's the madam and her close friends.
Alright. You want like a... You don't have dessert?
Probably.
You want... I could make some spun sugar as a dessert if you want. Or if the madam wants, I guess.
I don't think that madam would like anything so trivial.
It's not trivial at all, actually. It's quite complicated, but, you know, whatever suits your boat.
So we'll be guarding Madame Verito's possessions from her closest friends?
No, it's valuable items. People may try to steal them,
So we-
break
Her friends.
in.
Yes.
Perhaps. I'm not one to say.
Are you feeling well, sir?
Yes. Algernon and Delphine, you can smell something very subtle in the air. Your minds can't really make up what this smell is.
I can try.
Not at the moment.
Is it sweet?
No, it's just something off.
Is it emanating from the corpse person?
No, it seems to be all around. As soon as you enter the house, the smell came over you. Thaddeus, you go and put the...
I tie Horsey up at green grass. I bring a bucket of water. And I just leave the carriage where it is.
Alright.
Horsey is prior one here. If I can, outside of the mansion, like find a tree where the grass is green.
You have to go quite far for it.
Fuck, okay. I give her hers some I don't know, hops. Try to find hops. Is there a stable here?
No. The only building here is the mansion itself.
Fuck it. I find a bucket, fill it with water,
Yes?
pour it in from my water skin, and then I take out some carrots and put it on the ground in front of
Alright.
it. And then throw it in the taro. And then I get it,
Wilson starts eating right away.
of course.
He seems a bit
Winston?
at... What?
Windsor.
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 He's eating, but he seems a bit jittery. Like not calm. Just so you know.
Pat him. It's gonna be okay. We're here. Just neigh if you need us. Or me. I'll be there for you.
Make an animal handling.
Oh. And that's 20.
You manage to... The horse looks calmer. Starts eating the carrots.
Alright. From this moment on, my ears are sharp for a horse neigh.
Okay.
And then I go.
Just
Hi there.
Hello.
find a nice place for Windsor.
Nice enough.
I just like side glance at the corpse butler.
All here now. Shall we meet the madam?
Yes, please walk this way. And he starts walking
This way.
to the next room. And when he opens the door, this musky old smell of old books meet you as you come into what looks to be a small library. The walls are clad with bookshelves, but he ignores everything in it and just walks to the other door and knocks. After what feels like an eternity in this stuffy old room. Yes, come in. He opens the door with and as he opens the door, you can feel how he just presses towards you as you see fire inside. And this big, flushy old chair, something that Halberstadt, he would love to sit in this chair. It's fluffy, it's big, it's the chair of chairs.
The one she's sitting in?
The one she's sitting in. There is only one chair in this room, and one stool next to it.
Greetings.
We are here from the corporation. I present the papers to her respectfully.
She takes it. You can see very long fingernails on an extremely old hand.
Is her skin pale?
Yeah, very pale. Very, very pale. So, yes. Glasses? This man comes forward and gives her a drink. So, you're late.
Well, we're here now.
Also, shaking book situation we had to attend to.
We had to make sure that we were prepared with everything before we came, so we could fit the standard you provide.
I'll take this up with the corporation then.
Very well. You can make a note and rest assured I will deliver it back.
Yes. You smell a bit off, don't you?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Delphine.
I'm Madame Veritas.
I
And
tried
she
to like
gives,
shake
she
the
gives
tip.
no inclination of pointing
Just-
her hand.
No, just like,
She just almost pulls
is
it
it
back.
cold?
You don't manage.
did-
You try to quickly grab
Yeah.
it and make a side pan.
No! 10.
She manages to grab her hand back.
Nothing to make your acquaintance.
I'm sure. So, I'll show you the house. As you've probably been informed, we are showing some very valuable artifacts for some dear friends of mine tonight. And, well, they're rather valuable, as said, and we don't want any thievery. Who knows what the peasants and the, well, common folk have in mind around here?
My dear madam, stealing. Such a pathetic trick. Don't you think?
Indeed.
I tend to agree, but one never knows what the low folk will do. Not everyone is born with standards such as mine or my husband, or my dear friend.
Whom will these guests be?
I don't see how this is any, and I mean any, of your business.
Well, we need to know who to let in to walk around here.
Oh, Orville here will stand at the entrance, and you will just make sure that if anyone attacks or he refuses any, you are to stop them.
Sure, but what if a commoner finds their way through a window?
And then, of course, but my guest will not crawl through a window.
Fair enough, but
So anyone
Perhaps we are
going through a
in the
window,
time.
we should like push out.
Oh yes,
Alright.
just if they just kill them directly.
Are we,
What if they're like a window cleaner?
No, Orville takes care of those things. So
Well,
if
he
anyone
cleans the
tries to
window.
get in, they're most likely dangerous and dangerous to you and to us all. So just, well, finish them.
So we have the right to finish someone off if it feels off? Yes?
As long as it's not one of my guests, of course. But they will enter through the front door, just like you did this time.
Do we have the right to respectfully frisk the people attending? Some people,
Of course not!
even in the highest classes, envy causes very strange decisions, especially in front of such precious artifacts, as you mentioned. Nothing disrespectful, of course, but even the closest friends can surprise you.
You will not touch my guests.
What if they steal?
Then we will, of course, solve that problem when it comes.
But how will we find out if they have stolen if we cannot touch
If
them?
something goes missing, of course, we will take it up to discussion again. But you will not frisk my guests when they arrive.
It is
Are
We have
you
other ways of
mad?
finding out.
It is part
Sure,
of the
of
standard
course.
list of questions for all guardian. Yeah.
Do you have a graveyard nearby?
No, why? No?
Good.
Well, old Fluffers is buried in the back.
Alright.
Thank you.
Just as a sort of, if it happens, if old Fluffers was to become a zombie or anyone else, you want us to kill them?
Why would Fluffers become a zombie?
Well, it's just that that seems to happen quite a lot. I don't know.
Yes, it's been going rampant in the region recently. So,
You sure do speak a lot without saying anything, do you? Don't you?
People.
I said it's been going rampant in the region recently.
I think we've got all the
I
information.
don't know why. Just is.
Thank you. We have all we need. We'll just.
And of course, you are welcome to search the house if anything should be strange, but you are to avoid the tower and of course the basement. I have some rare vintages there that I do not want to touch.
I like straight.
Also, just like to make sure, I asked your butler before, but you wouldn't want some spun sugar on your, as like a dessert. I should make some. I'm just offering all I can. Also have cheese.
Make him stop talking.
That is not very kind. of
Shut
you
That's
to
up.
say.
out of
We
our
will,
powers, I'm
we
afraid.
will go.
I was just offering.
So,
Thought I'd help out.
would it be all right with you if we verify that the windows and doors
31.
outside of the main
Since
entrance
when?
are properly
It says
closed
always.
Yes, of course.
before
I
the
missed
party
that.
starts? We will get to
Just
that
repeat to
Yeah.
me, where are you to keep out from?
tower and basement.
Has everybody understood this?
Of course.
Sure.
Here. Just like eyes are no on the basement.
Everybody in the basement, you said?
She looks back into the fire and, like, you have vanished, even though you're still standing in the room, and Orville goes like, "Thank you, madam. Shall we proceed?"
I would like, as Madam's distracted, Orville's looking that way, I'd like to just drop a tiny bit of holy water on the floor. See, if it fizzles, it fizzles. If it doesn't,
If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah. Do a sleight of hand.
not 20, so 23.
You do that, it lands, and it just zips through the cracks in the wood. No reaction. So, you wanted to
Check the perimeter.
check the perimeter. Yes.
I was promised a lady that she will walk us around, but I guess she does not.
I think she looks exhausted to walk us young people around this large place. Because Orville is still here, so I'm not gonna say anything mean.
Yes, I will show you around them.
I guess.
Oh no, I think we.
It's
Algernon, can you please check the high up windows because you climb so fast?
I would, but
we'd have to kill
I'd
him.
have to kill myself. She said that anyone who climbs the windows
Except us.
should be killed. Didn't
Except
say
us.
that.
No, no,
Yes.
she said except for guests. We're
Yeah.
not her guests, we're her employees.
We are tasked.
And she said guests wouldn't climb the windows,
Mhm.
so can't do it.
We have approval from her to verify all the windows and doors, just in case.
Alright, we can do that from inside.
Exactly.
Right. No climbing.
You can, yes, from the inside if there's a higher up window to see if it's properly closed. I
mean,
assure
it's sort
you,
of
no
borderline.
harm. No harm will come to you.
Hmm. Maybe.
So who's following me to check inside?
We all are, yes?
When are the guests expected?
Oh, in about 20 minutes.
We'll have time. We'll all join.
Still the best
We'd
hurry.
have more time if you were outside. Yes.
Maybe I can check outside. You guys check inside? We only have 20 minutes.
Sure. Do you want to go along?
I can do.
All right, I'll do that. He leads you back into the library area and then into this bigger room, and you can see that there is a big dining table inside that room. And then into this little room, it seems to be some sort of storage area, just general, like cleaning equipment and stuff. And this room is completely empty. There is just a staircase going up.
Up.
And at the end of it, a small hatch. Yeah, trapdoor hatch.
Anything smelling odd or anything stands out as less than arrogant noble house? Or, yeah, different than.
Doesn't seem to be so well taken care of. You can make a perception check now for the odd spell you felt. But I'm taking back your advantage. 12. It's getting a bit stronger, but you can't really determine what it is.
Is it sour or sweet or bitter? Or it's not.
It's a bit musky. He informs you that this door leads to the tower, and it is to not be open and entered at all. Then he leads you to this room, which is another sort of office. It's got bookshelves all along the walls. One of the things that sticks out is a big painting on the short wall over there, which seems to describe the Witch's Nose Coast, especially the Lost North. And Jacob, you can notice that where it says Jotunfrost, instead of Jotunfrost, it says Cave Ellow. Yes, well, this is hello. This door as well is not to be touched, for it leads to the tower. And that little door to the far right is just a cupboard.
I go towards it. You guys do it and open it. Okay.
As you open it, you see a broom, you see a bucket, a mop, and a terrified young woman.
Is the map dated or is there any text under it?
There is no text under it, and it's not dated. But you can see that a lot of cities and towns that you know in the area does not exist on the map. So, should we go upstairs then? You come into an equally empty room, except for a staircase leading down, which you just walked up. As you come into a small hallway, it leads you into a room Seems to be a cooking area. Oh, this is just the kitchen.
Is there any food in the kitchen?
Anybody preparing?
No.
Is it dusty? Is it like? Does it look like a
We're
We'll
not
make a
bidding,
roll
no.
perception, but no. No, it just doesn't look. It just doesn't look used.
Have we seen any other living creature, person, since we've come into this mansion?
No.
So only the old lady and
Mr. Arden.
Orville? Or,
Like a spaceship.
yeah.
As you come into this other room, it's just got a lot of desks along the walls, top shelf with small figurines in different shapes in all sorts of animals.
I cast detect magic.
You just,
Yeah.
all right, you cast detect magic. He points to that door. That door is not to be entered. That is the master's door, so just keep out of there as well. He will not be pleased if you interrupt or disturb.
But you said we have access to all the rooms except the basement and the tower. Is this basement?
No. But as long as the master is in his room, he is not to be disturbed.
Is he inside now?
I believe so.
Will he come out and greet the guests?
Yes.
Mental note.
Do you cast detect magic?
Yeah, I try to do it discreetly.
Hmm?
So like not when I'm face to face talking to him.
Alright.
So like when he heads outward, like,
As you look around when you cast detect magic, you see that there is indeed a small figurine.
No, sorry.
No?
I had removed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. You see nothing?
Yeah.
He leads you out into the hallway and into this room, which is just big empty room. Out to a balcony of sorts with glass windows going in like a D20. I don't know what that is called, like a heap.
Like a gazebo?
Yeah,
glass
like a
thingy?
gazebo glass. But you notice that all the windows are painted black.
We're here for a mission.
And then as you move into the other room, you open up and you see 3 beds, and at each of the beds is standing one girl at each bed, around 15 years old, dressed in white dresses. And as you come in, they just go, "This is the servants."
Pleased to meet you. We will be keeping the security for the party this evening.
Almost in unison, they say, "Pleased to meet you, madam."
Are they as pale, or do they look okay? Do they look like Orville, basically?
No, they don't look like Orville. They look a bit more cheeky, like a little bit more colored, but not much. You walk around to the last room, and when you open, there are 2 beds, and at each side of the bed is standing 2 boys, equally 15 years old, both blonde. They look to be twins, and they go in almost unison. Good day, governors.
Are you also the house around this area? Or?
They look directly at Orville when you ask. Yes, they are.
Can I, while we see them, can I try to see if they're hurt or have any sort of physical marks on them?
Make a medicine check.
Or
Yeah, or perception.
That would be perception 22.
You can't see any physical marks on them. Except for one of the boys that seems to have something blue on just behind the ear, like a bruise. Otherwise than that, they look completely miserable, but not hurt. Yes, that would be all for now. Guess should be arriving soon.
I will go by the entrance.
Algernon, you were outside.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking around checking the windows.
No, I'm checking
yourself,
like
huh?
the, I don't know, just the walls stuff. See if there's any, what entrances are there. I guess kind of checking the windows, but only in the sense that okay, yeah, that's closed.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking for like cracks, sort of ways that a mouse could get in.
Oh, make a perception check.
14.
Alright. As you're walking around, you see a lot of cracks that a mouse could technically get in, and you guess that there is probably a lot of mice in this house. But as you walk around the dining area, you see that there are these lying doors, like to the basement. There's a big lock on them. And as you walk around, the door seems to be closed. All the windows seems to be closed. And just as you come around the other side, you can see 4 carriages coming up to the house. All of them black, being driven by white horses.
Does he just wait by the door?
You come down by the door again, and you see Orville going outside, and just outside the door, standing neatly. Don't stand in the way of the guests.
Alright.
I stand inside, hold up the door. If it opens and moves, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does. As you stand there, the first wagon comes up, and you see an elven couple coming out. They look very young, but they as well, just as Orville and the madam, looks extremely pale. Are you laughing? It's almost, if they had a different hue to their skin, you could take them for Drows, but as they come up to the door, Orville bows a very deep bow, and you can hear his bag on, and as he goes up again. And they barely recognize that he is there. They just give him a small nod and keeps moving forward.
Try to like memorize their faces.
Yeah.
The carriage just drives away to the corner. The next carriage that comes out is an elderly man, definitely human. Also looks very pale. But he has a young woman with him, long flowing dark hair, and she looks, well, she's very tanned, a lot of lipstick and makeup, beautiful red dress. She looks at wonder at the house and to the old man, and they start moving up, and as well, the man bows and she starts to curtsy, but he just pulls her in the side and don't do that. And they keep moving in into the dining area.
Like nod at her.
She sees you doing that, and she starts like trying to raise a hand, but she completely starts moving.
It's like you want to say something.
The second carriage comes in. The third carriage comes in, and an elderly human couple walks out. This woman is very rotund, pale skin, and the man is very, very short. Also rather thin, pale skin, big top hat. And he walks in, and they don't even stay to wait for Orville to bow or anything, they just walk straight past you all.
trying to wipe disgust off my face.
The fourth wagon comes in, and two elderly women come out. Both. When the way they move out of the wagon, it's almost like they were spiders, because they move in this fashion that feels very unnatural. They seem to move in unison somehow. And they move up, and they, unlike everyone else, they actually bow before Orville and looks at each of you and gives a smile, and you can see that there are very few teeth in their mouth. And they start moving. Oh well, I guess I've arrived. Next, the master should be joining us soon. And as he says that, you can see behind him, to the entrance of the door, stands what looks to be an elder man, pointy ears, no hair at all, in a black robe. A man. So the party's about to begin. What?
Thank you. You must be the master of this house?
Yes.
This is of course great.
I bet you are.
I will make no facial expression, just think, God damn it!
Have you all got
That's
your
actually
instructions?
It's a really fancy balance.
Very well. Or we'll make sure they do their job. Yes, master. And he walks into the dining room and slams the door behind him.
I head straight for the master's room.
Would we know that they are... I mean, like, we see they're pale, the house is unkept, the kitchen isn't used. I mean, we would...
Don't say it. Don't say
I'm not
it.
gonna say it, but would
No,
we
you can
know?
say it. You can say it.
Like, I'm a demon, like, I'm a blood hunter.
I'm a demon.
Hunter. I'm blood hunter, I mean, like, I should know,
I'm a
right?
I would say that each and every one of you, except for Algernon, has heard about vampires, and if anyone were to suit this description, this fucking feels like it.
These people are not what they seem. No, he left Orville's.
Yeah.
What do
Pointed
you mean?
you a message. We don't know who listens.
They seem sort of odd, I guess, but they're nice.
I pointed Algernon. We need to keep...
Who's that?
We need to keep our own thoughts about this place to ourselves. From Halberstadt.
So, where were these things that we were supposed to?
Everyone went into the dining area, and your instructions were more or less to listen and look out for her if anything were to happen.
Alright, so we can assume that all the items are. And then I'd like to just like go outside, keep an eye on the dining areas. Using my criminal knowledge, I would like to think about how would I break into this place and try to make sure that it's safe.
Do you sit just outside, or do you walk around the building, or?
I mean, I'm
Pointed you
trying to
again.
find all.
Good thoughts can be shared, not bad ones about the ones living here.
I'm just living.
You can.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
As you're walking around, you see that at the end over here, there is a gutter pipe leading straight next to a window, and you guess that, well, that would be a good point, because you could use the gutter to climb up and just open the window, or break the window and climb in. The entrance to the basement at the back side, sure, the lock is big, but it's a pretty old lock, and you guess that picking it, slim man with a good pinky nail could probably jig it.
So, spread out so we make good coverage.
Yes, but maybe let's not leave Algernon like this.
I have faith in
I
Algernon.
I have
myself.
two. I just
I will say I am the one who did not, or is not, suspecting these people of some sort of foul doing, as you're doing. I think they seem like odd but nice people. I mean, you're pretty pale as well, right?
like
Maybe they also just have whatever white stuff.
no.
Cocaine on
Their
their faces.
their solution is more permanent. I'm afraid.
Oh, in a way. You think I should pitch the sponge sugar idea again? Maybe one of the guests will do. No.
Maybe later into the party they'll become more
to
lenient.
the lavish woman in a red dress, perhaps.
She might like it.
She looks like a sweet tooth.
Maybe.
She also looks
Yeah.
quite bored with the proceedings, so it might distract her.
Well, so how do we do this thing now?
You wanna come with me? We patrol. No?
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, should everyone be outside? Should we be inside? Should we?
You're outside, right? Well, Jacob's outside. You guys can take the first floor, and I can patrol the ground floor.
Aren't those the same thing?
Exactly.
No, only in Sweden. Like second floor
Yeah,
is
that's-
yeah.
Yes.
Right, well, how about we use logic?
Other countries are using
Not all
logic.
of them.
This is a U.S. measurement system situation here. Okay, you can be at
No.
the above ground, higher up
Well,
floor.
why would we be there? Though?
Okay, the
I
high
mean,
ground.
if they're
Yeah,
gonna
you
go
can
up
have
there,
the high ground.
I mean, you'd see them from outside, right?
There's one room we have not seen yet. I need to see it.
Or well, we're not allowed to.
The master is not there anymore. So now we are.
Oh, okay.
And it's not
I
part
would
of
shouldn't go in the tower
No,
or the basement.
no. That's not the rooms I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking that, they'll probably be outside or here. I don't see why I don't think villagers can fly.
What?
They
Or
could.
peasants.
They
Maybe
could
she said
try to-
pheasants. Those can fly.
It's
I
probably
think she
what
might
it is.
have. That's great. You should hurry then.
Alright. Sure.
Stop looking at me like that! Do it yourself! I think highly in my mind, through my eyes.
Are there
I
like
I guess that look.
are there like loops of metal or something holding this gutter in place?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be possible to remove them without making it all just fall apart, but so that if someone tried to climb it, it would fall apart?
Yeah, you could always. You see that the house is not in a good condition, so you could probably just loosen them, and the gutter would stay in place at least for a day or two. But if someone were to try and climb it, it would definitely tumble and fall.
So I do that with mage hand.
Yeah, okay. You do that.
I see the chicken from Robin Hood, like taking off the screws of the carriage. No, bad joke. Sorry.
All right. So where are you going?
Master's room.
You're going to the master's room. Who is following Halberstadt?
I'm just going around all the windows, keeping an eye out, making sure nothing comes in.
I'm checking the ground floor.
All right. As you, Halberstadt, move up to the master's bedroom, the master's room, as you put your hand on the doorknob, you can feel that it's ice cold. And when you open the, you see that the outside is wood, but when you come in, you see only stone. The floor is covered in stone, the walls, the ceiling, and it's just a big empty room.
No windows.
No windows.
I go around and like tap the ground, see if Anything seems loose or Halloween.
Make an investigation roll.
That is 17.
17. As you tap the ground, it feels very firm. Nothing out of the ordinary.
And then I go out to the little figurine room, look around, see what kind of figurines I see, if anything stands out.
Well, they're all look to be of great quality. Some are made in metal, like a small eagle in metal. You see a giraffe, but you see a dog in some black stone. You see a spider, a fly, a lot of different animals.
What does the dog look like?
The dog, it's one of the more crude ones. It's almost like it's been carved out of stone, but not so very artisanally.
I go down. No, I go around in this store. I go check to the kids. The teens.
The things.
Yes. First the female and the males.
Okay. When you open the door to the girls' room, it looks they're standing just like they did when you left. And they're still looking straight down to the floor.
I cast detect thoughts.
All you can hear is a hissing sound.
Like, coming from them?
Yeah.
Right. I go in. I keep the concentration going. I go into the guys' room.
Can you change it to other?
Yes, I can have it for 10 minutes.
As you move into the boys' room,
Up to 1 minute.
up to 1 minute. As you move into the boys' room, it's more, when you put your ear to a seashell.
Like windy?
It's like nothing.
Shit. Fine. Take care of yourself, I say to both the men and the women. And then I don't know, you're checking windows on all the floors, right? I head downwards to the front door.
Alright. Algernon, you were checking downstairs?
Both.
Both up and down? Okay. And do you try any of the doors that were not allowed?
I don't know which those are,
Oh, sorry.
because I didn't get the tour.
You didn't get the door.
Yeah.
You were outside.
So if I realize I'm going into the basement or into the tower, then I would stop.
Alright.
But
As you look around,
unfortunately, a sign saying tower door doesn't actually.
as you're walking around, well, there's no card signs or anything. In the room to the furthest way, where that starts working, down there is a hatch going down into the floor.
Alright. Don't use that,
Don't use that, okay?
because that makes sense for basements.
Yeah. And then when you open here and start walking in, you come to, you can see the wall starting to turn, but the furthest wall is stone. When you open the door, you see a circular stone room with a staircase going upwards.
Alright, and then I close that because I realize that's the tower.
Okay. But everything seems to be fine.
Alright.
Delphine.
Have they closed the door to the dining room where
Yes.
they're at? I'd like to stand guard by, but like listen very
Okay, make a
carefully.
perception check.
No. 11.
You can hear the voice of the master of the house saying something like, "Many years have it been since we gathered all of us. We were strong once, and then you can hear someone coughing and more people start talking and your audio disappears."
That's this cheerful reunion I heard.
But as you're standing there listening, you can also see the front door suddenly close. As you can hear a small cut.
Is the smell, the funky smell, still? Do I still feel it? Can I try again to figure out what it is? Third, not 20, so it's 25.
25. This is dead. Like, full on. Death and decay. This whole house feels like it should have died long ago when everything that might be in it.
I'll just wait for Thad or Algernon or Jacob to come, because it's better than to chase around the house.
Alright. Thaddeus and Algernon, as you're walking through the house, you can hear small clicking sounds coming from each window and every door in the house, even the ones into the rooms. Make a dexterity saving throw.
7.
7, alright. You suddenly feel something wrapping around your legs. As you look down, you see, you know, one of these bowlers rope with stone that you throw to trick people. You get one of those around your legs and you fall forward. And suddenly this man in a long leather cape and big leather hat comes up to you. And he is full on with a sword, just going to...
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm from the Zarek Corporation.
Carriage.
Carriage. I'm from the Carriage Corporation in Jotunfrust. We're here protecting this place. Well, I guess against people like you, probably. Here to steal their stuff, right?
So you're here protecting them and their stuff?
Well, that's why we're here.
Oh well.
Hey!
I have a job to finish.
What's that job?
Well, clean this house. And you're protecting the house, so...
Clean this house of what?
Oh, I'm too old for this. And he takes it back. We'll get back to that. As
soon as I hear a click, I want to see if any door is locked or anything.
the place where your character would be right now.
He will still be. I mean, I was doing the second floor, whereas still on the second floor when I heard the click. Yeah. So which one was the way down?
Yeah.
The room furthest away.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I would be heading downstairs, and when I hear the click, I would try all the 3 doors.
All the doors are locked.
Right. I start to ram the one around it.
Okay. Alright, make an athletics check.
That is 15.
15. You smash the door, but it's holding. You can feel that it's giving a bit. Where would Algernon be at this point?
Well, let's see. I was checking the windows. This room, I guess? Which was the master's room, which was a weird stone room?
The one that...
This one? Alright. Well, I'm sure it'll be like in here.
The kitchen area.
That's the kitchen there.
Yeah.
Are there windows in there?
Yes.
Right.
One on each of the sides.
Right. So I hear clicking. What are the windows like? Are they covered in like? Can I look out the windows?
Yeah, you can. They only have drapes covering them.
So I look out.
As you look out of that, you just look over. You see the horse that drew your carriage on your way here.
This is the back of the house?
That is the back of the house, yeah.
Like, more towards the basement level. Climb down with this.
And suddenly you can hear glass shattering on this side as you see glass going all over the floor. And you can see a man in a leather cape. Yeah, you want to make a stealth check?
No, I don't hide.
You don't hide?
No,
Oh.
I was about to run over to have a look through the window, but if someone's coming in through the window, I let them come in. Or I draw my dagger.
You draw your dagger. A
Would
man.
I hear the splash?
Yes. A man in a long leather cape, a lot of things on his belt, strapped over his chest.
Yeah.
Is climbing into the window. You can see that as he does, he just falls on his back and lands just in front of you.
I immediately stab him.
Make an attack roll.
Is he prone? Do I have advantage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
26.
26, that hits.
Shouldn't have been in the window.
Even the wall.
Oh, that's very good. That is 21 damage. Piercing damage from a magical weapon.
You stab him, and you stab him good in the side of the chest. As he just and he tries to get up, and he draws a sword.
Yep.
And he just tries to attack you.
Sure.
And when he does, he takes the sword, swings over your head. You can see from the area you're standing in a sword going.
I can see in?
No, you can see from the door that a blade just sticks right out of the door.
Oh.
And you can see that when he swings, it just glides out of his hand and thump into the door.
Can I...
Oh, very good. Swordsmanite.
You're gonna...
as I see this, I know it's not Algernon's. Can I use my club and try to hit it and bend it?
Yeah, sure.
I mean...
Yeah, that's pretty clever.
Ooh, that's 18 plus 5. 23 to hit, I guess.
Yeah, you smack it and you bend it a good bit. Pieces of it start to crack as it does.
Alright, and then I mean, I guess that was my action in a way. And after that, I would just ram it.
Alright, you can do that too.
No.
How
That's 9.
9, okay. Since there's a sword and pointy stuff sticking out, you're too careful, so it miss a bit. Algernon.
I try to stab it again. 20?
20?
Yeah, total.
Nah. No. Yeah, that hits.
6 damage.
6 damage. You manage to just jump up a bit, stab him in the throat, and you can see blood flowing out of his mouth as he just falls down.
No window climbing.
Algernon, are you okay?
I'm alright. Someone climbed in through the window.
Can you open this door?
I can try.
And
Can you unlock it?
You can see the hasp on your side, but it's not on. So the hasp is hanging off, but the door is still locked.
I don't know. How?
Your amazing thief skills.
I'm not a thief.
Your skills with locks.
Right.
I tried to ram it again. With Algernon standing on the other side, so that's 15.
15. You ram it again. You can see the door bulge a bit.
The door moved.
Do I hear it? Because there's like.
Yeah, you
window
hear
breaking.
thumping sound and mostly thumping sounds.
I try to hurry upstairs.
Yeah, when you turn around to open the door, it's locked.
I just try to ram it as well.
You can hear a voice coming from inside. We are not to be disturbed.
I don't have any good replies. I just. Is there any window
Into the dining area?
that would look outside from where I am?
Yeah, you can see windows on both sides of the door. On these small, protruding.
Oh, I'd like to use my small. This is an old house, so if you remove the
Try to use a
wooden
crowbar.
parts, you can see the nails that hold the windows. So I'm gonna just bend them one
You
by
still
one.
have the big metal thing
And then remove
from
the
the
window.
cave.
Alright.
The crooked one.
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand.
Can you try to do you remember how to use it?
19 or 20. 20.
You manage to remove this and do everything with the nails, and the window should be coming loose because there is nothing.
Put it inside into the
holding
crack
window in
and then
place.
bend it.
But it's
Alright, I
not
might
moving.
have something like that.
You can do it.
Do I see anyone
I
outside?
can do it.
No.
Get some holy water just to check if it's some foul.
As you spread the holy water on the window or at the window,
Yeah, on the window and on the edges, basically where it should
you
open.
can see a small puff of smoke as you just.
This is a fear trap. This is right. I can't scream. They will know that we know.
Can I? So
Guys.
Thaddeus has explained to me to put something and try to bend it open. So I'm gonna look in my bag and I'm gonna pull out my crowbar, which I didn't know was a crowbar. And I'm gonna try to put that in and try to bend it or open.
Yeah, athletics.
Any sort of boost from having the crowbar?
Yeah, advantage.
Alright, that goes to a 23.
23. Yeah, you managed to, since Thaddeus just smacked in the door, you managed to crack it open and the door cracks open.
Holy shit.
This thing's pretty good.
I look down at the corpse behind you.
Oh, yep, he climbed in through the window.
I'm like, okay, we need to go down.
Right. Well, there is a window that he sort of broke open.
Jump.
Well,
I don't want to kill
I
you.
guess jumping's not climbing,
It's not.
so we can't jump through the window. Let's do it!
I'm like, fuck it, and I follow him.
At the same time, I know Jacob is outside, so I kind of low level under the window level cast the dancing lights, so maybe he sees them, like, cause I'm at
And
the
you
window
just
here.
Make them go out, like.
Yeah, like
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Look for the
Jacob,
holes.
you're still lying on the ground with this man with a sword over you.
What kind of sword does he have? Like a long sword?
It's a long sword, yeah.
So it's not the type of weapon a thief would have.
He looks very, you can see that it's ordained with different symbols.
You're not a burglar, are you?
Of course not.
Then what are you?
I'm a hunter. A foul creature.
oh no.
Think there's foul creatures in there?
He puts down the sword almost like a cane. You don't know who you're working for.
No, that's
You
kind of
go-
how it works in the Carriage company. We just go to our employees, we do what they say, and we get the money.
You don't question at all.
A little bit, but sometimes.
So, just hypothetically, and he starts loosening your Ebola. If you were to say, take work for, just hypothetically, a vampire,
Mm-hmm.
and you go inside their house, and there's a lot of vampires, and you're like, let's not question this.
They invited us. It's okay.
What do you think would happen?
Well, I don't know how vampires live. Look, you're saying these guys are vampires?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Me and my son are here to cleanse this place.
If we help you, do you think there's some money in it for us?
I guess they have valuables here.
Works for me, I guess.
As you're doing, you can see something lighting up in front of the house just around the corner. As you look over, you can see it's the spell dancing lights. And well,
Come with me to my friend.
I
you
rip
have
a
to be
note,
careful.
and I put this in the window because I don't know if you know. So
Everything smells of death, trap, evil.
I made one for Algernon as well. It's
We jump out.
Yeah.
Acrobatics. Because you jump. Or do you jump?
Again.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
acrobatics.
I'm not from here.
Yeah, you
18.
are out. I'm inside
Because I
at the
jumped
window
after.
and you're outside
Yeah,
of the
but
house.
I'm there.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
no, because you saw the
Um,
light.
You take 5
If you
damage.
follow it,
You
you'll
take
see
2
me.
damage.
And then, do I hear this talking going on?
In this bit has been going on as we've been like fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, okay. So we land. I guess we're headed over here because we're.
Yeah.
Uh,
There should be a balcony here.
What do we do now?
That's the front door.
Alright, front door.
I check for other windows that's open along the way.
As
That's my
you
legs.
walk around, though, you can't see any other open windows.
Alright.
As you come around, you see the dancing lights, and just as that happens, you see Jacob and a man in looking very much like the man you just killed upstairs, except for that this man has a beard and looks a lot
It's
older.
another one of those windows climbers. He's got Jacob.
I'm like,
Oh,
we got
okay.
thieves.
Is this guy
I
holding
like-
You
hostage?
you know that you can answer.
Oh, I don't know. What's inside
You
is
there.
far
They're
more
not thieves,
dangerous.
they're
Let my friend go.
They're not
I'm
thieves.
not holding
I'll-
them.
Vampires.
I'll give you what I gave the
No.
other one.
No, the people
Wait,
inside,
what?
they're evil vampires. They've blocked everything. Something
one that
really
climbed
horrible
in
is
through the
happening. We
window.
have to stop it. I'm with
Explain
my-
to me exactly what
I'm
you
like-
did.
When you let my friend go,
I'm not forcing your friend to do anything.
Yeah, he's not.
alright. Right, are you with him?
Ask him.
Yeah, I guess.
We need a bad thing.
Alright, so, was a guy dressed a lot like you climbing through the window.
Probably.
My son, really?
My orders were to kill anyone who climbed in through the window.
I'm just messaging
So
her.
I
everything.
followed my orders. Have you climbed in through any windows?
Are you saying you killed my son?
Where is he?
Upstairs?
I try to run around the house to see an open window or something.
Yeah, you run around and you.
I'm like on the-
Are you a thief, right?
No,
Drop your weapon.
he draws his weapon and
I-
holds it.
I stand next to Algernon
Do I see?
and take out my club.
He doesn't even look at you.
Where
And
is
you're
this
doing this with
Yeah.
Delphine at the moment. Yeah, you're seeing everything from inside, but at the moment he's.
I've got orders to stop any thieves coming here.
We're not
You're not
thieves.
allowed. Well, you're still not allowed. You're still pheasants.
He raises his sword, but and he sheaths it again.
Yeah. Now, go away.
Algernon.
No,
What? It's not allowed here.
Things
That
have
was-
changed.
What?
Everything.
you can see as you're talking, this
And I
man
have this
takes
like-
up a bottle and a torch and lights it on fire. He splashes the house and he puts the torch towards the house.
Oh,
And
like-
you can see that flame starts erupting, but just as they erupt, they just are sucked in and are puffed out.
Do I recognize this person?
No.
Does he look like someone from
Well, you have all kinds of types in the order, so possibly.
like? Not
What's all the
common?
banging about?
He's been looking at you while he tried to
Banning?
burn the building down.
Banning.
She wants out.
Mouthing, help
Oh,
me get out through
Help
the
her.
window.
keep an eye on him.
I will.
I don't trust
He
Use the
goes
club
up,
on
takes
the
his
window.
sword.
It smashes good.
You.
Oh, he smashes the window.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You see,
What did
good
you
guy.
Look, I told you not to climb in any windows.
Now he
I
needs
have
to kill you.
So go.
I will not go. I'm here to fulfill my.
Well, I'm here
Destiny.
to fulfill my
No.
job, to protect
Job.
this place. If you climb in through that window, I have to kill you. That's my order.
Do you know who you?
Yes,
I'm not there. I just
Lady
went to
and
the
Lord.
window as soon as I
Oh, yeah.
he killed him.
Lord and staff. I forgot their names, to be honest. But, no, I'm working for someone.
Do you know what they are?
Rich.
They're vampires.
Right.
It's the same in many aspects.
He's new.
I
And
don't
have
To
care
life.
if the
have a hole in the.
vampires or whatever, you're not allowed to go in there. Only if you're a guest.
You cannot stop me. I will go in this house if I wish to.
If you climb in through that window, I'm going to have to kill you. Just like I did the other one.
He starts climbing in and pushing you
I
away.
stab him in the back.
Make an attack roll.
That's a 16.
16, that hits.
Alright, do I have sneak attack on this or not?
I'm on the other side. If he's climbing in through the window, he broke.
Yeah.
Sneak attack? Alright.
I want to run after you, don't Jack.
18.
I mean,
18?
yeah, I ran like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
as
stab
was
him just in the
Yeah.
shoulder blade.
Five.
As he turns around, he draws his sword.
Yep.
And he managed to get a good hit in, and he deals you 9 damage.
I use Uncanny Dodge to reduce it by half, so...
And then I cast Hold Person on him.
Is this dude inside the house now?
No, thank you.
Because he was climbing in through the window.
No, he
Yeah, but he
turned around to...
I mean, I try to stab him again if I can. I don't know what the initiative order is like.
Yeah, you can stab. He just starts screaming.
Did he threw Hold Person
Yeah.
at that stage?
Yes, he's...
Right, so I have
Random.
But then I scream, no! Stop!
Too late. I might miss though, because I rolled a 2
It's
and
an
a 3.
auto crit.
Yeah, but I
If
rolled
you
a 2 and a 3.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think a 10 hits him. No, so I actually miss him.
You evil,
He can't speak.
evil. No, he can't.
Wait,
What?
he's
Stop!
What's going on?
Stop!
He climbed in through the window.
Yes.
The
All
rules are
orders,
gone.
all
All the rules are gone.
All the
Keep
rules.
changing everything.
I know, this is the life.
As you're standing talking out of the window, you hear something behind you.
Fuck.
I had.
Like,
I'm like with the crossbow and holy water.
We got a chance now.
as you look around,
We do.
there's nothing
We
there.
can finish this.
Just take out the holy water. Like I put the leg up and try to jump
Our
through the
orders
ledge.
were to kill anyone who tried to
Make
climb in through the
an
window.
acrobatics.
Who tried to climb in through the window.
23.
23. As you try to jump out of the window,
Things
you
have
feel one arm
You are right.
on your
You are
one
right.
shoulder and one on the other. You
I'm
can feel
right.
it's not big
Yes.
arms.
Great.
Listen.
From above. They're grabbing you and pulling you back.
You
As
see
you
this
fly.
though.
Sure, but I just stabbed him in the
Yeah.
stomach.
You
He
just
said I was right.
you stab him again.
17.
Yeah, that is.
Auto crit.
Yeah, he said. He just and does the spell.
Can
Hey,
someone
so-
restrain
Yeah,
Algernon?
I mean, it doesn't have any mind to hold on to, I guess, so it's...
I'm not the
It
one to
just
job from a
drops.
vampire.
Jacob, are you on
Um,
the first floor?
But as
I
he
don't
falls
know.
Oh.
and you're looking straight into the window, you can see Delphine being grabbed by something and flung back into the room. As you land back, you can see these twins that you saw upstairs grinning at you with smiles going up to their ears and big jagged teeth. Jacob, you're coming around and you see where you saw the kitchen that there is a window broken up there.
I'm gonna try to climb up.
The ledges are perfect for the windows below and everything to make a very slight, very nimble climb, but make an acrobatics. Athletics. Confusion. How do you
10.
10?
Yeah.
10? Yeah, you managed to
Maybe
get
you're
up.
super strong. Just...
So I wanna climb inside the window.
Yeah, when you climb in, you see this man looking like the one you met, but younger, dead on the floor. A lot of holes in him, and the door to the room is smacked in and lying next to him.
Right, is he bleeding out or has he bled out?
He seems to have bled out. The floor is thick with blood. And as you're standing here, you can all hear a very faint giggle. Yeah, and as you look up, you meet the eyes of a blonde young girl that just stares back at you.
Oh. Hey.
make an acrobatics. No, wait, a dexterity saving throw, so.
Same thing. 5.
5. She drops down from the ceiling and just lunges onto you, but now I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
And the production.
Oh my god.
Delphine?
9.
9. Algernon?
22.
Thaddeus?
19.
19. Jacob?
16.
Algernon?
Alright, so I've seen Delphine get grabbed by something.
Yeah.
And I can't climb in through the window, so I'm going to run up to the door and see if it's open.
It's not.
Alright, then I'm going to take out the crowbar again and try to break it open.
Make an athletics check.
With advantage again, or
No.
for the crowbar? No. 13.
13. You manage to crack it a bit and you can see it moving a little, but it's not open.
That's. Did I have to use any action to see that the door is locked?
No, part of your movement.
So in that case, this would be my bonus action use an object, or action to use an object again. Right, so I try to keep breaking the door open. That's a 14 instead.
14, yeah, you crack it open and the door swings to the side.
That's all I have time to do, I think. So.
Thaddeus.
I see the door open. Do I see Delphine from where I'm standing? Like,
you can see that something got flung back into the room.
Alright, I cast Radiant Soul and I fly through the door towards them.
You
As you try to fly through the door, your wings hit the edge and flipped off.
yeah,
Never use
more or
radiant
less.
soul.
Your wings wouldn't fit through the doorway.
They are incorporeal.
They are like ghosty. They go
Yeah.
through Wally.
They go through Wally. Okay,
Through
you
Wally.
manage to get through the room. And this room just lights up with this divine.
Yes. And I see Delphine lying on the ground, swung back, I guess.
Mm.
And do I see anything else?
Make a perception check.
No, that's 9.
Just Delphine.
Alright.
Did
What's
you-
going on?
Did you move into the... No.
What's going on?
They're just now straight up behind Thaddeus.
We are not the security. We are the dinner.
Then we feast, I say. And I use my bonus action to give
Start eating yourself.
you now have a D8 inspiration.
That's continuing the trend of us getting inspiration for him saying things that don't make sense.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
I mean, I'm working on it, okay?
I like that.
And now they come back on a short rest, so you can try so much more.
I could have said like,
Right?
well, let's give them food poisoning or something like that. Much more.
But, I mean, logical jokes ain't fun.
Jacob, you're standing in the kitchen area with a wild, crazy girl trying to claw at you, holding on to you.
Shit.
Right.
Party split.
Oh, it's my turn. Then I hold up my hand. Next to it appear two spectral feathers, and I swipe my hand towards her, and they both fly at her. It's Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, alright.
Ooh.
With disadvantage, because she's a melee, I guess. So that's 9. And 12.
Wait, 9 to hit?
Yeah, I'm
That
taking
is
12 to it.
12 to hit, hits.
That is 11 force damage.
11 force damage. As you do hit this force damage, he flies away from you, thumps into the wall. Boom. Anything?
No, that's it.
Delphine?
Or actually, after pushing her away, I'm like, I'm flattered, but I think I have to go.
You see, you're the one-liner, not me.
I would like to put the Crimson Right on my crossbow, which means it lowers my health to 5, but I have a 1d4 on each hit. And it's cold damage, and I shoot at one of the boys.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna lower my health. 6 plus 8, so 14.
14 hits.
Whoop, whoop. So, first hit is 6. And I have an extra attack. Also on the board. I use my bonus action to put the Crimson Right, and I have 2 attacks since level 5. 19.
That hits. Did you aim at the same board?
Yes.
Yes.
And this one is 11. So a total of 17. Yes, and that is my turn.
Alright. The twin that you just shot, you can see that it's jumping down, making acrobatics.
Oh. That is 19.
19. He managed to get on you and hold on to you, and he's now literally, you can feel claws going into your chest. Well, not into your chest as they hit your armor and slide away. But he tries to. You can see that he's opening his mouth just the same with a grin, and jagged teeth just appears everywhere as he tries to bite Thaddeus in the neck.
Don't let him bite you! I can't do anything.
But as he does, you just shake too, and he starts tumbling off, but managed to keep on, but he couldn't bite. The other twin lunges out towards Delphine.
Don't let him bite you!
Thanks.
As he's coming loose and almost flying towards you, it's like he trips in midair and tumbles on the
Can I
floor.
smack him with the crossbow hand?
For effect, yes.
That is a 10, so.
No. Yes, Algernon.
Alright. So I come running in, and I guess I just, what the fuck's going on. Look around. And I sort of, as I'm running, I say, I took care of the ones climbing in through the window, and then what do I see?
You see one of these twins is sitting on Halberstadt's back, trying to claw and bite him. One has just fallen just next to Delphine over there.
Alright. Can I run around Halberstadt and try to stab the one that's on his back? Sure, I'll do that. 16.
16?
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, that's 8, 12 damage. Piercing magical weapon. And then I am. Does Halberstadt look injured?
Just a bit.
Alright. Yeah, I'm done.
Thaddeus.
All right.
You still have this creature
How high up is it?
to the ceiling.
Yeah.
15 feet with you.
All right. How far is it out? Like outside. How far is it?
About 10-15 feet as well.
Okay.
10 feet.
I just ram whatever is on my back towards the closest wall.
Make ram check now. You can just roll a d4 for damage.
Alright, 2. Do I get my radiant soul damage?
Yes.
So that's plus 5. So that's 7.
7. All right.
And I say, Algernon, you were right!
So that means you should stop killing them? Because we're...
I mean,
I get an inspiration. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
D8.
Weirdest inspirations. Oh,
I mean, I would be inspired from hearing I'm right. It's
Yeah.
just sort of the actual like meaning of the whole thing is.
Yeah, inspired enough to stab a vampire.
As this is all going on, you can hear from the dining area a woman scream very high pitched.
Mrs. Redress.
it's happy screams of joy.
Jacob, no wait. The girl tries to lunge at you again. You can see her almost like her whole face just opens up, and you can see only teeth. She jumps on you and bites you, and you take 11 damage.
Right. As she does, her mouth gets hot. Just make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
So
Take on
spicy.
Baron and Rise of Fire.
Wow, so many people.
Takes some damage.
Some damage.
21 fire damage.
21 fire damage?
Yep.
Yeah, she just bursts into flame lying on the floor, spilling and screaming. Halberstadt, make a wisdom saving.
That's 8.
That's 8. You suddenly hear a voice in your head saying, I think you will follow me. You are feeble of mind.
No,
Kill them.
no.
Kill them. And you feel how you instinctively hate Delphine.
It doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all you can imagine is your sword.
Warhammer.
Sorry. It's
Found this
Warhammer.
That's how you
Your
break
skull.
it. You're like, wait a minute, I have a warhammer. No, that's not it.
Alright. Does the dude release?
Yes.
Alright.
That was my reaction. I used, by the way. I don't know if it was my turn or something.
Yes, it was.
Are there like long drapes?
Yeah.
I want to cut off a drape and like tie it to the broken window, like to like a hook or something, where you hook the hasp or whatever.
And there's table legs and everything, so you can...
Yeah, and then I want to like try to rappel down the side, so I can
Make
see
an
inside of the
athletics check.
place.
I really don't want to kill him.
14.
Then don't.
14?
Do it.
You managed to get down elegantly and flawlessly.
Right. So I'm like on the wall, being able to see into the dining.
Oh, you want to say... Yeah. As you're there, you can see from... Make a perception check.
14.
14? They've covered the place with drapes, thick red drapes. You can see some light coming from inside, but in one of the cracks you can see that everyone seems to be wearing red robes with hoods. And they're standing real close together, so it's hard to say.
Alright.
Probably named Nosferatu as well.
1, 2, and 3. Yes.
It's nose.
All right.
It's not Nosferatu. He doesn't know Nosferatu.
Yes, Delphine.
It's Nosferatu.
Thaddeus has just smacked this one off his back. The other one is lying on the floor next to you.
You should definitely go up and hug Thaddeus.
Yeah, that's,
Thank God we did it!
yeah. The one on the floor is still alive and moving.
You should like position yourself so you expose yourself to Thaddeus. Always trust
Let's see
him.
if you can not metagame now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack the one which still seems alive on the floor.
Hmm?
Because Thaddeus can handle the other one. No. Can I use Bardic Inspiration for... Okay. So that is 16.
That hits.
Wunderbar. And that is 11 for the first hit. Yeah. How does he look?
Oh, 11 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's he looks very beaten up. Some black ichor is coming out from him, but he's still moving.
Another. 24.
That is.
And this is, whoa, max. So this is 15 damage.
You set one straight in his heart, and he just almost wrinkles together and just scrums.
Disgusting. And then I got this, I say to Thad, and I shoot at the one next to him as well.
So many times.
And I'm
Ooh.
20.
Jesus.
Do I double
Is
the
that
result?
like number 5 today?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's insane. Don't touch it! Sorry.
I think it's only a
She got the
D6.
loaded die from Anka.
That's not true. This is my lucky
Yeah,
die. I've had
I'm-
it for a year.
It's only a D6
I don't know
with
if you-
hand
I don't
crossbow
know.
or D8.
No, I have the
With hand
Keep the
crossbow?
track of this.
with the
Mhm.
crossbow. I have a
Yeah,
D8.
but
Start
the feet
barring.
that you're
Yeah,
using
green
is
die.
only hand crossbows. Because you're using crossbow expert, right?
Yes.
It's only hand crossbows that you can fire off with a bonus action.
Haha!
I didn't read the hand part.
That's true.
So it's a
I
D6
can-
damage.
Yeah. So, 4, and do I roll again? Because it was a crit?
Double the die. Roll 2 die. I mean,
4 plus 6, it is, yeah, and plus 3.
13.
how much?
13.
13. Yeah, you hit this one straight in the heart as well, and it just...
Heartbreaking.
Like,
Peace seems to have lain over the land.
I smile very confidently at Tad, like, it's progressing.
As it is Algernon's turn.
Oh my. Who are these? Did they climb in through the window as well? I
No,
didn't see them.
they were upstairs.
Did they climb in upstairs?
Everyone's a monster here. They're going to try to eat us. And I think that's all the talk I have.
Can I go to the door into the big room? Sort of knock on it and say, I took care of some people climbing in through the windows. Just like an update.
I'm so proud that you're reporting so nicely, though. It's not.
You knock on it, but you get no answer.
They don't.
Thaddeus!
I want to cast Hold Person on Delphine. Wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
Are you capable of hurting her after that?
20.
Yeah, let's see. And I just run up toward you with my warhammer and
Alright,
big
you
explosion.
want to hurt her, why
Yeah.
would you like to restrain her?
Because this is the
can hurt her
best
more.
way to do it.
Yeah.
If I would get her, I would get advantage on all hits, and all hits would be crits. And if I really want to crush a fighter's skull, I want to disable her.
Yeah, remember all those other times when
It
you
wasn't
first cast
anything.
Hold Person before fighting?
Yeah, like he did on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was kind of punched.
Jake,
What are you doing?
I'm gonna kill you.
make a wisdom
Oh.
saving throw again. Sorry, that first.
That's one.
All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna crush your
You're
skull.
holding yourself outside of the window.
Well, you know, like aftershave, but with holy water.
I don't really know what to do.
Breaking.
Yeah, all by yourself. All by yourself. You're gonna be all by yourself every day.
Can I cast Mage Hand and try to separate the grapes?
Absolutely. You cast Mage Hand and you take one grape and you pull it aside. The people inside seem to be very occupied with whatever they're doing in this small circle to notice you. You see it better now, but they're standing in a circle. Everyone is wearing red capes, and everybody has their hands forward to something in the middle.
I try to stay the edge of that window.
Yeah. As you're doing this, you can suddenly feel something blowing you in the air.
D&D,
And as you turn around, you see you don't have more than 18
That's it.
AC.
No.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
You can win.
Four. You suddenly see a fist coming straight towards you as you drop from the rope. As this smacks you straight in the face and you take 6 damage.
One.
Is it
One
just a
is
fist?
It's just a fist, but as you fall down, you see another one of these young girls levitating next to you. And she looks real happy.
How much damage?
6. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Hey, that's a strong 10.
That's a strong 10. You suddenly hear this voice in your head. Kill them all. And you feel an instinct hate for Thaddeus.
But we're both charmed by the same, right?
Maybe.
But I'm.
Delphine.
What are you doing? Have you lost your...
No!
You're charmed. I throw my holy water.
You get wet.
Okay.
It's a bit annoying,
But I mean, I already want to crush her skull, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
it doesn't.
this is just like the cherry on.
Yeah.
I try to light a fire. Are there any torches or anything?
Well, you saw that the man outside had a torch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
Are you going outside to get a torch?
do I have enough movement to get back in?
I want to cast another hold person as you walk out of my range. On 3rd level.
Warcaster OP.
I'm gonna crush your skull, Delphine.
Oh my god. 23.
Oh.
Do I have enough movement to get back in?
Yeah.
Is the torch still lit?
Yeah.
I try to put it under the door, and like to, because this is a wooden door, the double dining room
Yes.
one. Yeah, try to light the.
Light the door on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you try, the door starts simmering a bit, but the flames just seems to be eaten up by the door.
No, jeez.
You done?
Yes.
Like,
The smile on this man is priceless.
Yeah.
Oh yes, kill Delphine. Kill Delphine. Ah! Stab
Aren't
Thaddeus.
you? Oh.
That's a 17.
I want to say that I would be surprised though,
On me? No.
right?
Yeah, that would be a
So
surprise.
you would have an advantage.
That's more, but not a crit. So 22. That probably
That's more, but not a crit.
It is.
Is he? Yeah. Well, I have advantage. So let's see. 9, 13 piercing damage on you.
13?
Wait, you're a Valor Bard.
Yes.
Right. So you take an additional 4 piercing damage.
What, because you hate bards?
No,
because I
Valor Bards I
inspired
can
him.
add inspiration to my damage roll, which I would if I'm correct.
Oh my god.
You did good, though.
This is
You did
going-
really good.
There, shit.
All right. Now, Delphine. Oh shit.
Is that your turn?
You still have one more
I-
hit though.
I also, I don't know if I can, but no, I don't have one more hit. I don't have 2 daggers.
Oh.
With my use an object action, I'm going to try
Put a second
to.
No, I'm thinking.
What killed your party? The party.
Well, this would be so fucking epic though.
Yeah, I can do that.
Jacob, you should join the party where we will massacre each other.
He's outside one.
Yeah,
Looking in.
you're the only hope. And you have the high
Are
ground.
you?
have the
Is
logo.
Delphine injured?
Yeah, but you're-
Do you look injured?
no.
Alright. I'm just gonna pull out the chain and ball and try to attach it to his leg. As a use an object. Is there a roll or?
You make a dexterity saving. You make a sleight of hand.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, that's like
I mean,
18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you managed
fine.
to check it.
I would beat you in a 1.
You get this on.
no.
As it comes to your turn, you suddenly feel your mind clearing up. As you realize
fucking
that
rat!
Algernon just attacked you, you don't have this intense hate for Delphine anymore.
What the fuck is going on?
You're being charmed. Everyone is stopped.
I cast. Oh fuck. Yeah, I cast a spell magic on
On him.
him on Algernon.
How does this spell magic work?
If it's a 3rd level spell or lower, it's auto dispelled. If it's higher, then he has to make a charisma check equal to like 14, 15, whatever, 10 plus the spell's level.
This spell has a magical effect on creature or objects.
Yeah, so that's... What is it? 10 plus a d20? No?
No.
D20
So if it's
plus
What's
my
the level
charisma
of the
modifier.
spell?
yeah, he needs to roll a charisma check. DC 10 plus the level of the spell.
Okay.
Unless it's 3 or lower, in which case he auto succeeds. So if it's a level 5 spell, it's a DC 15 check for him.
Nope. I mean, no. That's 9. 11.
Okay, you still have a hankering for a stabber.
Nah. Fuck it. I'm gonna try to fly out and up as far as I can.
Alright. I will use my attack from here then.
Yes.
But the thing's no longer a threat.
But
So
I
I don't
already
have
have
a
that,
sneak
right?
attack. 5 damage.
You take 5 damage as he stabs you in the leg while you're trying to get away.
Alright.
But you fly out and you fly up. How long does this last?
A minute.
Okay, you know that it's soon to end, so flying too far up wouldn't be good for you.
This is like the 3rd round. That's
Yeah, we're in
18
initiative.
seconds.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, it's the last one, yeah.
just so we're on the same page here.
Time is not my good. But as you're standing there, could you move your character out?
It's just holding
The
the
door to the dining room opens, and you see the master of the house. And he just moves towards you and says, "What's going on here?"
I think you have to answer to that question.
Jacob.
I want to stand up and put some distance between me and this flying girl.
Just straight out or run?
That
So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
something like that. And then I turn back and make another 2 feathers. And I'm like, too bad I killed your sister. We could have had some fun together.
God! Raunchy!
So that's a 1 and a 17.
17?
Yep.
That is.
The one, however, is a boomerang.
7 force damage.
It's in the back of the head.
It's a really good boomerang.
You said a 1 and a 17.
Yeah.
Oh.
To hit.
Oh,
You hit one of the windows on the and it just splashes. Yes. The girl starts flying towards you. She comes up to you and tries to punch you again, but you manage to just avoid her hand. Delphine?
Is it?
You can see that this man standing here, he is real angry. From his pale skin, you can see. Yeah, well, his pointy eyes, hollow eyes.
I still have the torch in my hand. I try to stab him in the face with it, like to set him on fire, basically. Torch to face.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, okay, 26.
26. You manage to get it full in. You don't hit the head, but right in the body, and his robe just bursts into flame as he starts screaming and screaming and screaming.
I will now use my extra attack to end his scream. 18?
18?
Yes.
That hits.
And 5 plus 8 damage.
Yeah. You take one and you shoot. You manage to hit him right in the head, but he just falls over, which, come to think of it is a bit strange. Because vampires don't usually mind an arrow to the head.
I was a vampire once, then I took an arrow to that.
And I have... Oh, crap. Can I use my bonus action to remove the tip from one of my arrows?
Sure.
Well, if the tip is iron and the arrow is wood and they're vampires...
Oh, I see. I'll say where you're going.
Speak!
Just after this, the Mrs. Madam of the house starts screaming and running up to you, and you can see that she has a knife in her hand. That is a 18 to hit.
It does.
And you take 5 damage as she stabs you with this.
Stab it.
You can see the people inside the room have started moving around. Algernon.
You have 35 speed?
Yes.
Alright. So
it should be like 15, 20 feet up.
Sorry, did you make a wisdom saving throw on your last end of your... Make that now. Just so...
Oh, 20.
20, yeah, you managed to push this away and...
Fuck. I wanted to be evil.
Soon.
I had such a nice plan as well. I was going to
Lord
throw
of
my
the
trap
Which
in
meant
the
that you
gun.
made an
course.
opportunity attack on him when you weren't evil.
Yeah.
So you wanted to stab him all along.
That's a lot of damage I could know.
You take more damage.
Alright, so I recover and sorry miss, there were someone climbed in through the window and then there were these like flying things, but it's all under control. I guess that's my turn.
Thaddeus.
And I need to know when I try to drop my healing on the dead dude. Did I consume my healing? Alright. So I drop 5 health to myself.
Yes.
And I...
Maybe 1.
Fuck. I shout for Jack. Jack!
You hear this, you can't respond.
I got my hands full over here.
Crisis! Is all I yell. And I sing out, we're all gonna make it! Yes, we're all gonna make it! We're all gonna make it home! And I inspire Delphine for another D8.
Inspiration that makes sense. What has the world come to?
He's scary.
After he
Right.
says that, I said, "You hear that, sis? Cry!" I do another arrow blast.
Feathers fly through
As he
the
said,
air.
"Cry, sis."
Nice.
Wow.
You're mastering the one shots.
Wow.
That's a 10
One-ones.
and a 12.
12 hits.
Alright.
I still don't get it.
So that's 11 force damage.
Oh, crisis. Oh.
As you shoot her, you hit her straight in the chest, and she just tumbles back, lands on the ground.
He spends one turn trying to understand pun.
She gets up again, and
I was going to say I want to actually move closer to the window.
Oh.
Where I was.
All the way up.
Yeah, sure.
all right, she comes after you, and with a 14,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, she puts her teeth in your neck,
Oh, shit.
and you take 2 damage.
Holy shit.
2. What is this?
But it doesn't feel bad, it feels good. It's like it's not what you, from all this chaos and fighting and everything, it suddenly it feels good.
Sure. What do you say?
You are gonna have some fun after all.
Delphine.
I mean, who doesn't
This
want
woman
to
is
follow
now
that?
standing screaming, trying just try to stab him.
Screaming bloody murder.
I would like to take the torch from the master.
He ran into the room and she's standing in front of the door.
So I can't get it.
No, not without pushing her aside and moving into the room.
Well, then it's I'm going to shoot her with the arrow.
The wooden arrow. Make an attack roll.
23.
23. You hit her. You hit her straight in the heart, and she just falls to her knees. And you can see, and she just falls through.
What's happening in the rest of the room now that I'm
The
Buffy?
the people in the room are more or less screaming. They've all moved up to, you can see that from the window as well, as they move up to that corner, trying to protect themselves from you.
Can I grab the torch now?
Yes.
Well, I would like to hold the torch and like nobody knows.
One of the elderly women, the spidery moving women, said, Why are you doing this?
It's not. I have used my actions. It is not. I will think of something.
You have a line as well on your action, so.
You're trying to kill us.
Algernon.
Alright, so from my point of view, I was turned crazy. He was turned crazy, then I was turned crazy. Right now, it looks like she's been turned crazy. So I'm gonna try to grapple Delphine.
Yep. Wait, you still have it.
Yeah, the ball on my foot.
Yeah. Ball on your foot.
What, wasn't it?
Yeah, chain and ball.
Yeah, so you would have half movement.
It's small.
Wow.
That was fine.
What were you trying to do?
I'm trying to grapple her and
Make
make
a-
acrobatics or athletics or
Oh.
Athletics, make an acrobat.
Wow, you got a bloody tooth for some PvP, huh?
24.
Yeah, you feel someone trying to grab you, but
What are you doing? They're the enemy!
I think you've been mind control, and I, man, what do I have? I
Are you gonna
tried
stab me?
to shove a sack over her head.
Wow.
I know I'm rolling, but it's an F20, so.
you make a dexterity saving throw.
And what is this, like a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
29.
18!
18. You just get a sack over your head.
Oh my god, but I have a
Don't
torch
worry,
in my
folks.
hand!
I'm sorry about all of this. I think she's mind controlled by someone.
And I just do this
Thank you,
in a
thank you
panic
so much.
with the torch.
That's my turn.
Thaddeus,
No.
Fuck. And they
flying with the old ball and charge.
yeah, and they went into the room,
Yeah,
so
but-
I can't even remotely see them in the hallway, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. I fly around towards where I believe that Jack is.
You would have half movement.
Alright, so I get there. Boop. And I lower myself as well, so I'm not 15 feet up.
Alright. Jacob.
He said.
Yeah, I want to try to finish her off.
They almost fell me.
That's
It's like a
9
really
to hit.
weird version of T-Bag.
That's a 1, so yeah.
Hey, bye.
You miss. But she tries to keep something to go. And she manages to do that, and you take 2 damage.
Yeah, it's good that we only do mega damage to each other.
I did the most damage I did was to the guy through the window. I rolled like 3 6s. Or
Yeah, sure. Sure. That was insane.
Make a wisdom saving.
Oh, 11.
11. You feel the same voice in your head, and you feel an instinct to, well, to make a mouse trap.
You're really slow when you're far away from everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's ideal, but you hate Algernon.
Yeah, of course I do after what he did today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that!
You don't know that my mind control is off.
Exactly.
Delphine.
I have the sack over my head and the torch in my head. I like to lift the sack from over myself. Do I have to save for that? To take the...
I guess, are you still holding on to it?
If I'm able to.
Yeah, you are still able, so
Because I was moving
make
like
an
this.
athletics check.
Am I making athletics as
yeah.
well?
No.
Flurry.
20.
20.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm kind of panicked. You are seriously going through something, but I have fire. They hate fire, so I'm just gonna, and I know kind of where they are. So I'm going to use my super good hearing and my sense of smell, because I recognize the smell of death. And I'm just gonna blindly try to get fire on as many vampires
Roll a
as possible.
percentile die. Like 100.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Oh,
not.
100 dice.
It's not the best idea.
Do you want?
I don't have any other.
Like,
62.
oh, I got a 1. 62. Yeah, as you move around, you manage to set fire to a couple of ropes. You see this as well, Algernon, as you're hanging on, how Delphine manages to. You see from the inside how it suddenly just shines up in there, and
A sack.
people start screaming.
Yeah,
And the words, "Why are you doing this? We haven't done anything. Why are you doing this?" And yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to grapple Delphine again.
Hmm?
You have to
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Or I don't. Yeah.
Acrobatics, 9.
And it's a 16 for me. And then I'm going to put a pair of manacles.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Alright. You just
But
changed the
I
whole
have-
party up.
But I have a torch, so you need
Sure,
to take
but,
that somehow without getting burned, because you're covered
Well,
in
the
fur
torch's fire is out here, so you
Yeah.
could get your hands together.
from on my back. 'Cause
Not
just-
on your back.
Oh.
I'm like hanging off on the side, and then I'm going around grabbing your hands, and then slamming manacles on.
Damn your tiny nimble form!
I don't know, do I need to roll anything, or do I just...
No.
No.
You did that, so.
And then I just look at these people and I'm like, oh no, roll around, blankets, water, I don't know how to put out fires. And that's my turn.
A couple of them starts lying down and rolling around. One of them manages to this way spread the fire to one of the others.
Fucking brilliant.
Thaddeus.
Algernon, you furry little piece of shit! I need new socks! And I cast Vicious Mockery. Charisma saving
Make
throw.
a perception check, first of all.
Me?
Yeah.
23.
You hear that?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Aww.
Wow. So I feel insulted, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I fucking heard it. Jesus.
Oh yeah, you take 1 damage. I don't get
Just
any.
pride damage.
1 damage?
Yeah.
Are you okay or not?
I don't know. Those were some minimally hurting words. So we'll see.
You're gonna become my sock though.
Movement?
Can I?
Oh wait, you're level 5, so
yeah.
it should be 2d4. You're level 5.
Should it?
Yep.
It should. So 1 and 4, so 5.
Oh my god, 14 damage.
Now you're really hurt.
Yes. Now I'm
Medium.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice 41.
So
Oh,
I
say
move 1, 2, 3 towards the
You're
door.
so fast.
So fast.
Jacob.
So she's like on my neck, just like sucking.
Yeah.
I look up to the sky and I'm like, and I do Sacred Flame. It's 37.
But you're in the same space.
Yeah, I mean,
So
It's
since that
a
is
targeted spell.
It's a targeted
Yeah.
spell. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is a dex save.
yeah.
Which she fails.
It's 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. This bolt of radiant light just comes from the skies, down hits her, she flies away from you, and you can see as in just before she hits the ground, she just poofs away.
Poof.
And she appears inside your head now.
Did I get to save on the end of my turn?
No. But you can do. Because I didn't forget it.
Well, 11.
11.
Lots of 11.
Can I use my inspiration?
Oh wait, your inspiration as in your
My actual inspiration.
DM
from-
inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Total of
11.
no.
Hey!
You'll get
Yeah, I got
At this
10
point,
and
we're
10.
gonna be the mighty 11.
Mm. The pathetic 11, perhaps.
The dead 11.
Yeah.
Or the dead 10 and all, you know.
Oh, wow. Wow.
As you're moving about in the big room and everything, you don't see, but you see.
Yeah.
You don't see.
From nowhere, Orville appears at the end of the room.
Hi there. Really sorry about what's going on. Can you put out the fire?
No,
Alright, then we might have a problem.
but
on our hands.
I'll put out you. And you see he opens his mouth and 2 big fangs as the ear starts growing out. And he lunges towards you.
X2, Orville.
That's 15 to hit.
That hits me by 1 10.
And you take 8 damage.
Uncanny dodge. Away from his mouth. He has like foul breath, so I'm like just instinctively jump out of the way a little bit.
And you can hear, now realizing that it's Orville's voice, "Come in here now!"
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, working on it.
Yeah.
Can I say that in my mind?
Yeah, you can say it in your mind if it helps.
Yeah.
But you realize also that Orville sounds a bit
Please
more
don't be
well
one
in
of
his
those
head, not...
convincing people.
You think the vampires are innocent?
No, you fucking murdered the man of the house. He was
Yeah, he
obviously
was-
innocent.
No, he's a vampire.
No! All the guests are clearly not vampires.
Yeah.
It's the service staff. I thought you'd
We
realize.
fucked up so bad on so many levels.
I felt
The vampire hunters, the actual guests, and each other. It's okay. But the vampires are alive.
We definitely deserve to die.
I think we
I felt
deserve
it.
to get downgraded to like Team 39.
They'll
No.
just
We're
make
not
it
leaving
section.
until we fix this, okay? Somehow.
How?
You lose the right to use team.
Yeah.
Just 50.
Yeah. How are we gonna fix this?
He also tries, as he raises one hand up, you can see big claws coming out of it as he tries to cut Delphine, who's standing next to you.
Who is also blinded, by the way.
Yeah.
And shackled, so that is a lot of
Damage.
a lot of hits. And you take 7 damage. No, 8 damage.
Could be worse.
Is it my
As he
turn?
and you
Hey,
can just
Jacob,
feel over
get
your
in
arm
here.
how it
Yeah.
cuts and burns afterwards. And then it's your turn to act.
So I have a sack over my head. Yeah?
Yes, and you
And
have
I'm
shackles in your hand, but
Um,
at least you're holding a torch.
Yeah, and I'm not holding the sack anymore.
That's true.
She's not done.
I'm gonna use my action to turn. Because he's the only thing which would rip both the sack and the shackles, because strong and scared.
As you are standing in the room, you can hear this sound of cracking bones as you see Delphine's arm become barrier.
I hate doing
Make
this in public.
Just FYI, per the player's handbook, it's a DC 20 strength check to break open the chest.
make
I can do it.
strength. Is it athletics or?
No, I think it's just a strength check.
How much is it? 20?
DC 20.
Oh, I have 18.
18.
Wait! No! I have 19!
You got an inspiration
Yes!
before.
21.
More shackles!
These shackles just break. You can see while this transformation is going on that Orville looks, from being very intimidating and kill you, he's starting to he's not moving away, but he's leaning backwards, and you can see the expression on his face is that he's terrified.
Alright.
I'm just like... I know that vampires hate nothing more than werewolves, so I'm just gonna play this like growling and drooling and you chose the wrong person. And I have no, I don't have anything else. 'Cause no, I can take another. I have another attack left, so I'm gonna attack with the claw, which is 1d4. That's 3. It's so tiny. 7.
7?
Yes.
That misses.
Oh, no. That was damage. Oh, goddamn. Sorry, I got distracted. I never get to turn. Not 20.
I mean, it's not that.
You have the right to turn whenever you want. We
Yeah,
don't
it's okay.
judge.
No, because I don't want to turn that much, so that's why I'm just trying to.
But have you tried to turn the other way?
How much?
Not 20 on attack.
Oh yeah. That is.
And I'm trying to find my damage just to make sure it is. No, it's 1d6. 1d6 plus 3. It is 9. Oh, so it's, the first dice is 6, and I forgot I critted because I got too excited. So it's 6. It's 12. Total 12. I'm done.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not.
What's your Algernon?
I mean, I don't know what to make of the situation right now. I'm gonna try to grapple the Orville. Probably don't. 10.
No. He manages to very quickly
Yeah.
just move from one point to another. Celerity, baby.
And then I'm going to... Is he flying or is he walking?
No, he's walking out of it.
Alright. I'm going to use an action, or my bonus action, use an object to throw out 1,000 ball bearings under his feet.
Then he has to make
No, it's like if he moves without using half movement, he makes it a DC of
right.
10 or something.
So all these metal balls just roll out.
It's like
Approximately
yeah, it's like a 10 by 10, I
Yeah.
think. So 4 squares.
Alright.
Yeah, centered on him.
Thaddeus.
I fly in with my fucking ball around my feet.
We managed to get just inside the door. If you have 3.
3 squares.
Sure.
But like, 1.
Is your movement?
Yeah, so you get there. Yeah.
And where is Orville standing? He's here, right?
No,
I mean, no,
he's inside
Algernon.
the room, just next to Delphine.
I see.
You can dash those.
I can, but
Aren't you still my control? You hit me,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I am. So
Probably want to cast a spell on me.
Yeah.
So clearly
Oh, not socks, I'll make a hat out of you!
so we just walk right down.
yeah.
It would be like a Disney.
Yes, I failed it.
Oh my god! Can I hurt so much? Oh, 4 and 3, so 7 psychic damage. And you have disadvantage on your next attack. Forgot that.
What was it, 7?
Yes.
The people
I
in
think
the
you're being
room
very rude.
have stopped screaming and stopped moving as it's just a big pile of burning in this corner.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Jacob,
At least I was just full
you
of
see
water.
it just burning inside flames.
So I don't think I can get into the window.
You could try. Probably would hurt.
Alright, I'm gonna try to just run around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, you kick the door.
Which I'm assuming you'd have.
Oh, you take another 5 damage by the way.
Why?
Because of my
Radiant.
It's not
Radiant
just an attack.
Sight.
Isn't that...
It's on all spells and attacks.
Is it?
Yeah, it's once per turn.
I'm 100%.
And you make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Nope.
Nope. Alright. The master, Orville looks around, and he looks genuinely terrified by you. As you can see that his arms are starting to move in towards himself. His cloak is bellowing up as he shrinks, starts transforming into what you guess is a bat as he tries to move out of there. Big flying mouse. So opportunity attack and yeah, you would get an opportunity attack.
Alright. I'm gonna get 12.
18.
18 hits. 12 misses.
9 damage.
9 damage. You manage to hit him a bit, but not so much that it weakens him very much. So he keeps flying out, he flies right past you, you just see a bat, which you totally ignore.
Just a bat, you guys.
Suddenly your head just returns to normal. And as you're coming around the corner, you see this just a bat flying in. And we're out of initiative.
Might
I-
that be
Can I-
strange
Run
though,
out.
because
Can I
there
try to
were
shoot them?
no animals
If you-
or
Yeah.
anything here.
I think you would,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because you said we know about vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot after it!
Shoot him.
Catch the bat.
It's a 14 and a 15.
Those misses. Both. Just flies off towards the moon.
I'd like to run out as well and try to hit him with my crossbow. I have up to 320 range.
Oh yeah, then you can run out and do that.
How far away is he?
Would be around, say, 80 feet away.
22.
22, that hits.
9 plus 3. Yeah, it's 12 damage.
As he's flying, your arrow goes, strikes him off the back. He falls a bit, but keeps on flying.
I want to try to run out and dash, so I go 50 feet, and I get like 30 from him. And then I want to let's see. He just seems to be a bat. I want to use my wand of conjuration to make a cage around him.
How far were you? 30 feet away?
You already used it today to make the...
Yeah, but it's 2 charges.
Nice.
Yeah. You make a cage around him.
And then I keep running because I know that as soon as that thing hits the ground, it's gonna break. So
Yeah.
it'll probably take damage.
It starts falling. He's not that far up, but it starts falling.
Am I close enough to try to catch it?
Make wait, your speed. What's your speed?
25, but I can dash as a bonus.
Dash
action.
and then action. Yeah. Make a side attack.
18.
18. You manage to grab it in midair.
Alright. And we're using cartoon physics where it doesn't take damage before it. Good.
Yeah.
Or movie physics.
And he's flying around in there.
Add, and then I quickly take a sack over the entire cage.
Just before you did, you could see that he tried to reform, but as soon as it hit something, he just went back fast.
I think I got him.
We should kill it.
Put him in your sack.
Is there a voice in your head?
No, there's no voice, and
Is there a voice in your head?
it's a vampire. It doesn't need to breathe. So
I heard some bad news for worse.
While he was away, though, I went upstairs to the room with dogs, and I smashed every single one.
You smashed every single one of the figurines.
Is there a voice in your head?
Some of them are metal,
No,
but you
one
managed to.
is
voice
normally there. What? Is that a
There's
thing?
we haven't,
a voice
we
in my
haven't been
head telling me
charmed.
to
I
attack
haven't been
Halberstadt.
at least.
You sure?
Yes,
You know
I
he killed
know.
like
I thought
10
they were.
people in
I
there.
thought they were vampires. They were pale and cold, and they had these weird robes. And there was a scream from the room, and the people trying to break in said that the people are vampires. I just wrongly put 2 and 2 together. Obviously, it was a mistake. But this guy shouldn't be here.
Right. He's clearly this one had some sort of condition. Just like Halberstadt turns into a hedgehog, he turns into a bat.
No, no,
So
no.
we should get him to the doctor.
No, turning into a bat is one of the features of being a vampire, like the
Right.
big claws
And-
and the.
What is a vampire?
It's a person who lives off of killing other people and sucking their
Right.
blood.
Don't we do that except for the sucking blood part?
We don't kill other people or other
Well,
people
we
with
do
a
that.
We
conscience.
don't live off of killing other people. We make a living off of killing dangerous people. Distinction.
We would
Is that
never.
a difference?
Yes,
Well,
there is.
he would attack helpless people, innocents. We just
Oh.
kind of try to.
Like you do.
Unknowingly!
Alright. So, obviously he's a bad one, because he did try to bite me.
So-
what's kind of nice from that?
Can I just. And I take the tip of
Should
an
we just
arrow.
let the house burn down, by the way?
No, we're gonna rush in. If you just let me finish this up real quick.
Finish what up?
The bat. Vampire.
Can I head down to the
What?
It's a
missus
stick.
room?
That's what you
Yeah,
told me
absolutely.
really fast.
As you are coming down before moving
No.
your way through the
Tell me
dining
to
area,
do
you
it.
can see that the curtains have catched fire and it's now spreading through the room.
I don't give a shit.
No, just so you
Yeah.
know that the building has caught on fire this time.
Does my neck feel bad or does it feel good?
It's really
Tingles
good.
a bit. Good tingle. No bad tingle.
I would like to use my wooden shield from session 1
Ooh.
to stab the bat. Because apparently wood's good.
Give me an advantage attack.
So close.
26.
26. Yeah, you manage to, as it's flying around, just stab it, and you hit straight where the heart is, and it just starts scrumping together as it turns to dust on the way down.
I think I killed it.
You did.
Yep.
Well done. Well,
Needs to turn to dust.
yeah. See, that's how you know it was completely foul creature, and I tried to run into the house.
You come down to the madam's room.
I sit down in a chair. Any alcohol bottles around?
There seems to be a small crystal bottle
I
standing on
take it and
the
just chug it.
ground beside her. You just chug it.
Yeah, and I sit down in the comfortable armchair.
As you're sitting there, you can see the smoke starting to well out, and you're
Yeah.
holding the bottle. You empty the bottle, but you can see that slightly, there's a little bit more fluid, as it's very, very slowly filling itself up. And I mean slowly, just if you stare at the bottle, you will notice it.
I throw it away and I take a bottle from my bag and I start drinking it.
Alright, as you throw it away, it smashes against the wall. Yes.
So there's a pile of people on fire, but is the house catching on fire as well?
Yes.
Okay, so the magic is somehow gone. Is this one of the times where we run to the fire?
Yes,
From-
to the fire. Maybe there's someone who's just choked, or we can try to take them from the
I mean,
fire.
we've all been in the fire for like 5 minutes.
I'm very hopeful. I feel horrible.
How do we even put the fire out? I mean, there's not a bunch of people with buckets and water now. I haven't even seen water in this place.
There's the kitchen, so the doors all work properly now, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to, with my coat, put as much possible, and then go run to the kitchen. I can't summon her.
I guess I was taught by Jacob how to see if someone's still alive, so I'm gonna see if anyone's still alive.
As you come into the room, all the corpses, people are full on fire, just lying.
Alright, they're dead.
They're dead.
Yes. If on fire, dead. Step 1.
As you're sitting there, make a perception roll. Thaddeus.
6. So 14. 13.
Okay. Fill up your legs. Dirt. Dirt. And it's now spreading, so almost the whole dining room and the adjacent corridor is starting to bellow up. You can see in the black smoke that's going out, small flames are flickering in that as well.
I'm emptying out every single bottle that I've brought with me and cryingly I just sit there.
In the fire?
Yeah.
I just shout out to Delphine. I think they're all dead in there. No one seems to be alive. I'm just gonna stay out here.
Where are you, Jacob?
Standing outside, yes.
You don't want to
This
put
was
out
sort of
fire,
a-
or
It doesn't seem to be any use.
This didn't exactly go as planned, did it?
I'm upstairs. Is there any buckets?
Still don't quite understand what
You
happened.
won't be able to get upstairs now.
Well, we told you what happened.
Because the way
These
there
people were
has...
vampires. Vampire hunters
Clearly-
came after them.
Clearly
Helped
not.
them.
Clearly not all of them.
Okay,
They're
around
just-
back to the
you know,
dining
the-
room, so they're all on fire.
Only some of them seem to be vampires. Just the ones that were in the dining room.
I look for that.
They
So we can
didn't
leave?
attack
I know
us
he was
anything.
in
They
the
was just
house
hiding
as
in the
well.
corner.
Hey, look around,
When
you find him in
they're all
the
burnt to
chair
death.
in the madam's room.
Whatever. Whether all of them
What are
were
you doing?
vampires, some
Let's
of them
go.
were vampires, is not important. Important thing is there
Go.
were vampires. And it was a better thing to fight.
Are you
So
Are you
like
charmed?
not so bad.
I'm sorry, just
No,
why do you want to stay here and die in the flames with these strangers?
because I deserve it.
What?
I throw a bottle towards you. Go!
That's not gonna happen, and also I'm in werewolf shape now, and I'm quite strong, so I'm just gonna try and get you, like, lift you.
Make an athletics.
I don't know if something is.
Athletics.
Your
It
athletics
is
is
When she comes up, I just collapse in a
13.
wave of cries
Or
and
more.
met her.
No. Yeah, 13.
13. Okay. As he's crying, you pull him out of the house.
Here. We can talk later. Werewolf voice is not that one.
And as you come out of the house, you can see the corridor behind you starting to set ablaze as well.
I look at the guy outside and I'm like, should we maybe put him in there so that he doesn't rise up as one of those zombies?
Oh, he hasn't been burned, and maybe some potions of healing can do something. Try. The rest are. I couldn't go upstairs because the stairs are destroyed, but maybe we can at least save one person?
Save the horse.
I guess I check if he's still alive.
No, he's not. He's pale, he's bled out.
No alive. Sorry.
Where's the horse? You can look for the horse.
I don't.
Is there a horse?
Your horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tied up
Pale face.
somewhere over here.
Jacob, can you get the horse?
Sure.
What's going on with him?
I don't know. He's going through some weird, extreme sadness moment over or horribly messed up mission, and I drop you on the cart. And I'm just gonna revert to normal.
And as Delphine returns back to her normal Drow self, we thank you for watching today and thank you for playing today. Until next time, farewell.